Hello.
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 Lily, didn't we tell you not to do that? Do we gotta get you?
I did a different sound. Before it sounded more like Aerodactyl. This was me sounding dead.
This was a pterodactyl. Silent P.
Yeah.
This wasn't the Pokemon.
This was real life.
Okay, because of a technicality, because you know how much I fucking love those. Because of a technicality, we won't lynch you.
Says you.
I can't stop them. That is true. I can't stop them from doing whatever. Hello, everybody. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome. Are you guys ready?
Welcome back.
Are you guys ready to give me all of your money because I'm allowing them to gamble?
Yes.
We do love gambling.
I
do
think that's
to
really
gamble.
funny. I think it's really neat. Yeah, you
I
guys.
think it's
you guys-
really funny.
Well, you guys have gambling anyway. First off, you have gambling in the fact you guys get cards. That's pretty funny. But I did find that because I told you guys last time that I'll be a little bit more lenient on the card getting and let you guys get cards differently. That you guys are cool with that, right? You guys like the new system of getting your cards, giving me money for specific cards.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Maybe.
Yeah, see, you like that.
We do like that.
But
Yeah, we do.
then I realized that's not in the spirit of gambling. You're not supposed to like it.
You're supposed to hate it every step of the way.
You're supposed to hate it, but be addicted to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how that goes. It's supposed to be like a true gacha. And that got me thinking, I made a gacha recently. Anyway, we moved the 5Darps gacha into the other games now.
I'm teleported.
A woman named Ruler has decided to move all of their Go coins to the other campaigns to gain more
Who
power.
the fuck is this woman?
Her name is Ruler, and
Wait,
she
I heard
has.
her name.
Well, then there you go. You know her.
No, I don't.
She decided to make a deal with the Dreamers Traverse. Tell your friends, and come to the other games in order to gain more power by selling you guys gacha.
I don't
Isn't
think
it
I
great?
consented to this.
No, you did
Oh, wait,
not.
Yeah, I did. I did read the fine print.
Oh, you did. Oh, fuck yeah! I can do whatever now.
Yeah. Omo, you also signed this?
Oh, did I sign something?
Yeah. You know
Was it when I
when Deco
installed
was
Horny
like,
Bachelor?
"Hey,
Is that when you
someone."
put it in?
Is it called?
No,
is it
remember
called
when Deco
gaslighting?
was like, "Hey, the audience wants your autograph." It wasn't an autograph.
That
It was
didn't
a contract.
happen. I think you should have just stuck with the Horny Bachelors joke. I think that one might have been more realistic.
Is it called gaslighting when they gaslight themselves?
I don't think it is.
Is it called gaslighting when your players come pre-gaslit?
They come pre-cooked. I can't do it. I just assume everything's a lie now.
But one thing I want to do to kind of jumpstart this is going from the four of you. I want you guys to do a pull or two. I'm gonna give you a freebie, just like a gacha
Oh my god,
would.
a free one, just like when weed.
Yeah.
Okay. So how
Hell yeah.
All right, baby. You know I love gambling. Where do I go? Where do I sign?
Well, you see, there's a difference between these two boxes. The box on your left here. Whenever you go and get stuff from it, you can get stuff like Unity tokens. You can get stuff like hero dice. You know, the things you normally would get, right?
Huh?
But you can also get stuff from the other games. So, for example, here is a Mark of Power from Zelda.
Oh, what does that mean?
If you mouse your mouse over it, you can see that you can make it have a miss turn into a hit I don't know what that would do here, but you can also use it to escape a bind or impairment.
If you negate my attack, I hit you anyway.
I hit you fucking anyway. It's like I activate fucking negate attack, and you're like, no.
I activate my Duel AI's ability to negate attack specifically.
Honestly, I would let you do it.
No.
If you were using a mark of power on something like that, I'd be like, I'm using my Duel AI's ability. And it's like, fuck, all right, I guess you are.
If you say so.
I'm using my hidden regulator's ability.
Speaking of Zelda, we also have marks of wisdom, which are new, but they do a similar thing. You can turn a failed save into a success, and you can recover 10 shield, which again, I don't know what that would mean here. Maybe life points.
Sounds you get 10 life points back.
10. Oh, we all love that shit.
You recover 50 life points back.
And then there's the marks of courage,
No,
which
30.
are also there. Recover 10 HP, whatever that means. Or increase your crit range by 2, whatever that would mean here.
I activate double or nothing.
I'd probably allow it, yeah.
I activate my Duel AI
My
ability,
Duel AI
double or
ability to
nothing.
allow my monster to have double attack points for this one round. But yes, you can also get things like these, which are things we usually use in Kingdom Hearts and Fate. These nuts! But you can get
there we go.
you can get something like this, which will give you 3 Awunidi tokens. Very fun. But we can also get stuff like a guidance token from a different game. But you know, in this respect, they would be your little eye tokens, your little guidance tokens there. Or maybe I'll be happy and give you a Shova token. Who knows? Who knows?
That's how you know it's really good.
There's also you guys may love your little auto successes you guys have. I don't think any of you guys do have some auto successes. I can show you guys the new things of this. I changed the way the tokens look for auto successes.
Oh.
Okay, let's see it.
They're right here.
Oh yeah, you did.
The A.
Yeah, it's the A. It's the A, but it's kind of like the hero H, but it's an A. Yeah, I'm so clever and creative. You can also get boasts from here, a bunch of different stuff. The big thing that's the difference between the others and this one, however, is you can't get the actual fate cards. You can't get thorns, you can't get destruction, you can't get panic or anything of that, right? I mean, you can, but we'll talk about that later. But what you can get are these. You can get the Arcana Force
The Arcana.
cards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put each of the Arcana Force cards in here, so you guys can find your jesters or your sons or your heckin' lovers.
My son.
Yeah. Now, that's all the stuff that's in the left one. The left one there,
Okay.
that is all of those. The right one is the same thing, but without any of the hero tokens or Awunidi tokens that are actually like the majority of the things in the red one.
Gives you a better pull chance.
Yeah. Exactly.
We did the gacha thing where we get 10 free pulls.
I'm gonna give you 2.
Free, let me haggle.
Deal.
3 is a nice number, yeah.
Yeah, we'll do
I'll
3.
take it.
I would
Oh.
like for you guys to draw twice out of the red one and once out of the blue one.
Huh?
Hear me out.
Yeah?
4 and we take a karma card.
4 and you take a karma card.
Yeah.
Like a bad effect on a karma card?
No, we just take it and we have to just roll.
I think it should just be bad.
Okay, we can just do bad. No,
Are you sure about that? I don't think that's a good idea.
Who cares if Emerald consents?
I don't consent.
Okay, how about this? 7 pulls and we take the bad effect from the karma card.
Shut the fuck up. Just give us 3 pulls.
No,
You guys
I'm
say bad
negotiating.
effect and you're pussyfooting? Come on.
I'm
Okay, 8,
negotiating.
and we get Emerald 3 negative effects.
Yeah, can we put all of our effects? Can I double it and give it to Emerald?
Double it and give it to Emerald. Oh my god. Yes. No, I'm playing. I'll give you 3.
Mhm.
You can have I'll give you 3 pulls, but for every pull you do in the blue, I get a shadow token. How about that?
I'm fine with that.
Sure.
Cool.
Emerald, are you fine with that?
We don't
Yeah,
care
I'd be
about
fine
Emerald's
with it.
consent, man. We're just
Fine.
it's easier for the ride.
That is my final offer. That is the offer you guys said yes to. So who wants to draw first?
Fuck it, I will.
Let's go gambling.
So you get a shadow token for every time we go to the blue one, right?
Do we get one free blue? Because you did say we could
Nope.
get a blue. Damn.
No, just pull. Just pull.
Just pull then.
First, I
Ooh,
get.
you got a reroll token.
Roll.
Yay.
Nice.
Second,
You gotta mark a wisdom. We'll talk about what the shield does later.
and then because I'm just that guy,
Go for it.
Hey,
Aw.
and you got three inspirations. Nice.
Yeah.
I will
congratulations,
give
you 2
myself
shadow tokens.
my 2 shadow tokens.
I shall go next.
Okay.
And get ready for free shadow tokens.
You got the hermit.
Yeah.
Very good. You
Next.
got. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? You got the jester.
Oh my god.
Let's keep going. And let's
Oh my god.
let's go.
He's got the golden hand.
So like, does he now draw from the
You
deck and get?
do have to get 2 guidance tokens and draw from the karma deck.
Oh, you got your wish other way. Check that
that's
out.
Fine. Yeah, that's fine. And so I got my 2 guidance. Thank you. And then let's draw from the card deck. Let's go. And it's
It's Omen.
Oh man.
Oh
it's
man.
an omen.
Oh man, let me go get Omen. Let me see what Omen does for you. Oh no. I think Omen's one of the final cards in the deck.
Let's go.
Which if you remember means it's very hard to get the stuff for. So this is a fun one.
Okay.
Oh my god, here we go.
Yeah, I love this.
So the Omen card has 3 different effects, but the 3 effects listed,
Exactly the same.
they
Yeah.
are exactly the same.
They're exactly the same.
Let me show you by putting it on the card for you.
Okay.
Now, you may wonder why all 3 of the effects you could gain from this are gain information on a person, place, or thing. Well, you see, that's just potentially meaning different things there. If you get the bad effect of this, maybe it means you get the wrong information on a perfect place or thing. Maybe it means you get information that is detrimental to you from a person, place, or thing. Or maybe that means you just get information that you shouldn't have on a person, place, or thing.
Uh-oh.
I mean, that feels like a good effect. I'll be honest.
I mean, if you feel like it.
I mean, in Kate's hands.
We live in a specific game where like half of the people we could get shit on could kill us by firing squad. I don't know what you're talking about.
You'll forget it's Kate.
No one's gonna kill me by firing squad. I'm Kate.
Exactly.
I'm
Kill you
far
by
too
dueling
cute for.
squad.
I'm far too cute for that. They're gonna kidnap me.
Yeah, it's kidnapping. It's kidnapping.
They're gonna put you in jail with Susan, dude.
But no, the
Oh,
neutral
no, put me in jail with a woman.
the neutral effect is you will gain a bit of information. You're gonna get a little bit. You're gonna get something.
Okay.
And the good effect is you're going to essentially gain a bit of information that you can choose.
Mhm.
So you can tell me, you can it's essentially going to be like what you guys did with the Fairy King. You guys are going to be like, hey, what happened here? let me know, and I'll be like, I will let you know to the best of my ability that won't ruin the game.
Gotcha.
So, do you want to take the neutral, or do you want to go for?
Oh, we gamble.
Oh, you gambling?
We gamble.
You gamba. Hold on, the
Bring me
room.
my dice.
Gambin.
Hold on, the room won't let me.
That's fine. That's fine, I'm sure.
Here you go. Go ahead and roll. In order to get the good effect, you are gonna have to get a 14 or higher.
Okay, we're gonna method
I
it.
think it's supposed to be higher than that, but I'm being nice.
Thank you.
No problem. That is a 2.
Well,
Slow?
sometimes we just get some bad information.
Here's the thing. You're not sure if it's gonna be bad information. It could be completely truthful information. It could also be a complete lie. It could also be very bad for you to know certain things. We'll get to that when we start game.
Yeah.
Forbidden knowledge. Forbidden knowledge.
Take your other 2 cards over with you, and I'll give you your.
I already have a hermit, so should I keep another hermit?
You already have a hermit. Player keeps his card,
Yeah.
They can use a 4th critical success or fail in any experience check. You can keep it. Both of those aren't that bad to have. They're basically
cool.
both. I decide to succeed.
Yeah, you can just
That's
keep
fine
it.
with me. Okay.
Yeah, let me get you your immunities as well.
Thank you.
Clone. Boop boop boop. Oh god,
I
we
like that I
gambling
just
today,
have-
guys.
I like that.
I
I
love
just have
gambling.
succeed or fail on stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
Which of the final 2 are drawing their gotchas?
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay.
I'm sure glad that we're gonna give you a whole bunch of shadow tokens right before we're about to do something extremely risky.
You don't have to. You don't have to give me shadow tokens.
I'm not pulling less than emerald. All right. That's how
Hey,
you know.
you got a boast
Boast.
and a guidance token
Nice.
and a wisdom token.
And wisdom. I got 3 beautiful
You got
tokens
3
for me and my wife.
beautiful tokens.
Whoop.
Let me give myself my shadow tokens real quick. I want to give myself my beautiful
Yeah,
tokens.
count
now.
that.
There we go. Lily,
Another
Okay, how do I
boast
do
for my
this?
beautiful boast
make
pile.
your way over here.
There you are.
Toward woman. And while you're here at woman, you can either pull from the red box and just, pull 3 times, or you can pull from the blue box and give me a shadow token for every time you pull from the blue box.
1.
You have a guidance token from there. There you go. Ooh, you get the lovers. Player keeps this card, and you can
lovers.
force a critical success or fail on a charm or a lore check.
Okay, and I get 1 more.
1 more. And a wisdom token. Good job.
And
good
a
job.
wisdom. We're gonna be so wisdom up.
Oh.
Again, we can talk about what the shield does for you guys later on. Because again, it's probably not something that really has much that that can be used in this game, but maybe I'll have a little
we
fun
can
with it.
haggle it.
Yeah, we can haggle it. If we're in the middle of like a
and,
duel and something's going on and you guys are like, hey, can I like half damage from this attack by using a wisdom token? I'd probably let you do it.
You can haggle it. It's fine. The token does something.
Yeah. But yes, that's the gambling. From now on, if you guys ever decide to, whenever you guys are giving DP to the players or anything like that, you guys can also give me give me some muns, and I'll hand out some go coins to them instead.
Hey, Zion.
It'll be very fun.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Very fun. Very good. Very good. Are we all ready to start?
Yeah.
Pretty
No,
ready.
let's go.
Who wants to tell me what happened last time?
Previously on 5Darps.
Oh, jumping right in. Oh, I didn't have a chance to change the music yet. Hold
I'll
on,
wait for the music to change.
hold on, we gotta go to Electric Rose.
You know, it'd be funny if you switch the music to the 24 music.
Oh, hold on. 24. All it shows up is 24-hour Cinderella. Did that work?
Damn it. And we can work with it.
All right. Go for it.
Previously
Yeah.
on 5Darps, the group had just made their way outside from a previous encounter. Oh wait, no. 1 second, I got distracted by the song.
Hold on, it's too
Sorry,
fire.
the song's too fire. Oh, okay. Previously on 5Darps, we had finished eating at Exit Bakery after Kate had learned some stuff about herself, and we decided that we would go see Jones, because we need to know if Jones is aware of stuff has happened, and also check what happened during the duel. Because you see, the Obelisks had won in our timeline, but now they had lost. And so we went to the Obelisk Dome, and there was tension. Tension of the non-romantic kind.
I'm sorry.
Despite what the song in the background says.
This gag is a little bit too unfunny. We need to rewind.
Okay, we can change the song again.
Let's go back to Electric Rose.
Yes, that's okay. All right, cancel the gag. This joke is
Cancel the
not
gag.
funny.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, it's okay. So we made our way to the Obelisk Dome, and there was tension. There were people waiting outside, and we went in, and there were students looking at us. Went to the elevators, and looks like one of them was damaged and could only go to the top floor, while the other Obelisk members had used the elevator to send it up, and they're preventing people from using the elevator. The four of us went to the Obelisk office, and we talked to Jones. And we had learned from Jones that he's been aware of all the timeline shifts, and he's been, pretending that he's a different Jones each time, which, that's gonna be a conversation with Miss Records eventually. Definitely.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
He runs away.
Oh no,
If Kate has anything to say about it.
I'll definitely go and talk to her about that. That's the first thing I want to do. Is just go talk to Miss Records about anything.
Either you tell her or we do.
It'll be fun. I'll do it. I'm definitely gonna go do it.
I'm gonna do it. Anyway, we had also learned that so he's aware of the tournament changes. He's also aware that different timelines is stuff. We told him about Suzanne, and he was like, well, we'll solve that eventually. Fuck, man. Anyway, and
He's like, I don't know how to fix that. They're in another world. Fuck.
Then we had learned that him and Miss Records, whenever the two of them get together, something wrong happens. And it's not that he self-sabotages. No, literally the universe is like, okay, I'm gonna ruin her life. And he feels bad about that, but doesn't know how to fix it. And we're like, magical bullshit is our specialty. We'll try and look into that. And I was like, great, there's another thing I need you to look into. You see, each of the schools have a special spirit thing at the bottom of them. They have a special room, and you need specific students to go there. I have these students in mind. I forgot the students in mind, but one of them was what's his name? Dude is the bike guy. What's his name? Kenneth. One of them was Kenneth. The other was who was the other? There were three of them. One of them was Bassa, but like just because she could potentially brute force it all. So that's potentially her. There was someone else completely forgotten. Oh, Gray was one of them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Gray was one of them, and then the third one that wasn't Bassa wasn't truly revealed because we were like, we could probably just brute force it.
One of them, them you do know potentially is Rhea.
Yeah, one of them's potentially Rhea.
Yeah,
but yeah, we had learned all that, and we're like, cool, let's make our way back.
Sorry, I scrolled over Rhea for a second, and then I saw their name, and it made me giggle for reasons. Don't worry about it.
Okay, yay.
I don't know. It's just I forgot.
Yeah,
I forgot their full name. I forgot their full name, and
yeah,
it's very funny.
Yeah, so Rhea, aka Gloria Deckard. Anyway.
Yeah, because they're a member of the Deckard. They may or may not be connected with the previous leader of one of the other schools.
Yeah, who was a criminal.
Quite wild and delicious.
I mean, that was like hundreds of years. That was like 100 or so years ago.
100 or something years ago, Yeah. Anyway, so with that information, we decided to leave. However, this group is not normal. because we wanted to go see Leah, even though we do know where she is. Because we gave her an offer last time. Anyway, it's not important. So we were like, oh, let's go to the dorms. Her dorms are there. And there were 3 ways we could get there. Through the staircase. Second, through the elevator. And third, through the other elevator. Talzin used his technical skills and was able to get through the elevator. The correct method.
Wonderful.
Of going through.
Taliesin was able to do the correct thing.
Yeah, he just did the right thing, and that was
I
it.
literally,
I want to.
as I nat 20'd it, I just hit the side of it like fucking like the fucking Fonzie and just worked.
Look, I'm just saying, none of them were the correct way. The incorrect way was doing all of them.
No, let me put it like this. So, Talzin decided to fight the first boss in Elden Ring. You know, the normal thing you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gregor and Benny tried to fight the Tree Sentinel for some reason.
Let's
Right at
go
the
that
start.
way.
And Kate, for some reason, went to La Carrillo because there was a woman there.
I was about to say, Kate, for some reason, the first thing they hear is foul tarnished. Wielding thy meager flame.
I mean, that makes sense for O'Donnell's character. Anyway, so they went down the stairs and they were able to find an item, which was a blank card and a scrunched up piece of paper. Also, they glued the stairs. This became a running gag that session. Sorry, not glue. They lubed the stairs.
They did
It became a running
the
gag.
opposite of glue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't tight, it was loose. That's what lube does. Anyway, Kate decided to do her best at causing shit, and she learned that Victor and Victoria, I think those are the 2 names, or was it Vincent and Victoria?
Victor and Valerie, I think.
Victor
Vincent and Valerie.
Or Vincent
Victor and Valerie
yes.
yeah. Vincent and Valerie are 2 siblings who are angry at the Cyphers because classism exists in this campaign.
You think you
Well, no,
had
that's-
you think you had freaking your fill of the freshman hunter trope that I kept going on with? Nah, now we have slifer hunters.
Yeah, we have
I mean-
Cypher hunters.
They've not done shit to us, so they're very ineffective, whatever they're doing.
They've done certain things, as we're about to get to probably.
So those 2 have been making a club, and O'Donnell is like the security of the elevator, and Kate was able to bruise his ego by saying, hey, you know what Vincent says about you? You have no game. You can only hang around
What?
first year girls. Your Jordans are fake.
You don't understand. I choose to hang around first year girl.
That's the
Oh my
problem,
God.
boy.
O'Donnell's not a good... Think of the worst anime character you can think of that's not Shinji, and then you have O'Donnell. So
I love how your gauge for these characters are the worst possible Shinji right after Griffith.
What's the scale?
That's good. Jesus.
That's so funny.
Anyway, the elevator was free, and Kate went down after flirting with some women. You know how it is.
I
They
like how
all
one of them
met
still
up.
has the angry eyes, despite the fact that I think she was the one that helped you first.
Yes. Her stylist really messed up her eyebrows, so she drew them on. Unfortunately.
The little squeak,
Anyway.
the little squeak from the marker.
Yep. Anyway, we went down. We met up with each other, and we went to Leia's dorm, which has no lock, which either means she never had a lock or it was removed. And in her room, outside of it, first of all, there was a shrine, which is that's no bueno. That's no good. They treat her as the only savior of the obelisk, which she kind of is. She did win. But in her room, there was gifts, tidings, stuff like that. And we found that there was a business card for, I believe, one of the companies, correct?
It was a business
forget
card for
which
the
one.
casino, which was weird.
Sorry, yeah, for the casino.
That's odd.
Which is strange, but also makes sense because gambling happens on school premises, the casino wants in.
And this is a school that has the Konami name on it.
Anyway, with that
Gotta
information,
get
we
you to,
left.
we gotta get you to our pachinko machines, says Konami.
Anyway, we left because we did not know what Leah is, even though we do. But we did not know. We left, and then we went to see Gregor's mom. We got to see Gregor's mom, and she was like, "My husband is in the shower. He's taking a very long shower. He has a nice cock."
totally
Did you guys
in the
know that
shower.
about him?
Oh my god.
Anyway, anyway, we learned from her that she is aware that she's in another world, and she encountered herself, but eviler. And herself wanted her husband, but she was like, I'm the only one who deserves my husband. Which technically is true. It's a lot of technicalities. Anyway, Gregor's dad was like, I'm going to talk to you who's not you, but that's you. So I'm going to do that. And she was like, okay, I guess I'm trapped here. And I will tell Gregor that everything's okay as long as he doesn't actually come here. Then I will reveal the truth. And she revealed the truth. And we also told her we know about some magical bullshit. And then we were like, you need to escape. And we need to do it in a safe way by causing a mass power shutdown.
In a subtle, simple way, turning off all the electricity in the academy.
Which would work because there's no security.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we know where to do that. So she's waiting on the signal. We're leaving to do that. Before we all left, Gregor was pulled back. She gave Gregor a hug because she's less evil, which means she's good in the, good to evil scale. Like, she's the equivalent of...
By being less evil than a counterpart, you are in fact the good version, yes.
Exactly.
I like how that's just like, it's a low bar, but she's clearing
It's
it.
a low bar,
It's like evil Cartman.
Oh
Exactly.
That's an older episode where that was actually a good version of Cartman
Yeah.
from an evil universe.
Yep.
Like, she is like the equivalent of, E-Death from a Kamiga kill, but nicer and less killing.
That's a comic
Anyway.
kill.
Yeah. Just more a Kamiga. Anyway. We left to cause a power shortage.
And that's where we left off.
Yeah.
Very nice, very good. As you guys would have been leaving the hotel area, as you guys would have began to start making your way down, you guys know the main issue currently is the fact that she is sort of unable to leave the room that she's in. She's very much worried that as soon as she goes anywhere else that she will be immediately picked up by this other version of her that, from what she seems to think, is a little bit more efficient than she is. So she's trying to figure out how to basically beat a stronger version of herself. But yes, as you guys go to leave, we will move ourselves over to a more... We'll go here. As you guys leave the hotel, Gregor,
Sir?
you find I'm
going on?
sir today. Let's go.
I don't know. I didn't check your pronouns.
No, you're correct.
No, the gender censor.
You are correct. You are correct today. I just didn't expect a formal thing to it. So it was very nice. You make your way outside. As you and the others are there, you guys have now essentially figured out what you're going to be off and doing. But whenever you are going to leave the area, I would like you to please roll me just a straight d20 for me real quick.
Okay, shoki. Let's see what I can get.
That is a 17, Gregor.
I don't know what that means. That's 7's on it.
Congratulations, you don't get a phone call. Congratulations, you don't get a call from a certain individual.
You
So-
feel like you dodged a bullet.
I forget. Did you call your mother first or your dad first?
It was dad.
It was only that.
So she, technically speaking, wouldn't have the number yet.
No,
Hey,
they
you
would
don't
have
know
it. They
what
would
that
have
bitch
it.
can do.
They would
They
have
would
it
have it? Okay.
because Gregor would have needed to have their number, which means they would have had their number.
Right.
Yeah. Technically, the one from this world shouldn't have it, but if
But
they
she's got my dad.
Yeah.
She could just be like, give me the number. And she's like, okay, honey.
I
yeah,
call my son, give me the number.
also, other potential things, but yes. You make your way out. You feel that now that you guys all know what's sort of happening inside, on your way out, you feel that the security in the place is just that little bit tighter, that little bit extra that you didn't expect. Not enough to notice it on your way in, but on your way out, you do notice like there are a couple of heads turning. There are a couple of people looking about, not specifically at you, but they do clock you whenever you're making your way out. As you guys get yourselves into the area outside, I'm sorry I interrupted you.
No, it's all good. I interrupted you. I think we might need to split up.
I think I'm feeling a couple of eyes more than usual. And I got plenty of eyes.
Not all of us, but at least enough of us to create a legitimate alibi in air quotes. Well, the hell gets shut
we
down.
still don't have like a plan. I mean, we have a plan, but we don't have a plan.
I mean, the plan's Tellison.
But like, what are we saying is happening? Like, we don't have a story.
Well, I don't know.
What we could do is wait till night and then do the power off so you guys can say you were sleeping.
I mean, that could work as long as someone sees us going into the area, right?
As long as we're in the domes, it's fine.
Here's another thing. Probably Gregor needs to not do anything and be part of it because he'll have a lot of eyes on him specifically.
You can't just tell me to do nothing.
No. We're not saying you do nothing. We're saying you keep lookout. And also provide us an alibi. We need you to lie to the police.
You know what? I've been doing all the lying to Moriarty over the time that we knew each other, which was very short. So
You
I
need
think I
to
can
lie
do
to the police, Gregor. You're the best person for the job.
You have a particular set of skills. Lying to the police.
Can you not say that where people can hear it?
Also, if they choose to track your marker and see that you went to where the security room is, so we could cause the shutdown.
That's a solid point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you go in your room. That should be fine. Yeah, let's go to the dome and then we can talk more. Yeah.
All right.
Sounds
I
like a
think
plan.
we should get but I do think that we should get it shut off sooner rather than later.
How long till nightfall?
Currently, you guys would find that it is not night, but it is in the afternoon. You also understand that there's a lot of people here ever since the tournaments have been making their way here. The hotel you guys just came out of, first of all, has like a lot of people in it. People that just kind of haven't left since the last tournaments. But there is you're getting into a busy part of the day. It is around sundown. There is a nice warm glow over most of the academy. Let me reflect that by randomly changing things to red, I guess.
My God, it's a nice warm glow over the academy.
Exactly, you get it. There's like a nice warm glow over the academy. You do find that people are making their way out, going over toward the main section of the school. You guys don't really get it, but you do hear from far off the sound of duel runners as well around the main area of the academy.
I'm guessing they're getting some practice in.
Potentially.
But yeah, we need to regroup with everyone anyway. So how about this? We head to the dorms, rest for a little bit because we've done a lot of walking, and plan for the night. I know it's taking a lot more time. However, it shouldn't be too bad.
What about a deep
All right.
orange?
I know
Yeah.
it's not optimal.
I can't say I like it, but you seem to know your way around these things. So yeah,
I will say,
I'll-
so it's
I'll
clear
roll with it.
in the moment, though. I think me and Benny should be the ones that go into the circuit room and shut off the power for the hour.
That sounds fine.
Benny and I. I'm kidding.
I
That sounds
think
good
it
to
could
me.
be believable.
You need to take Rockwell with you as well?
I should be fine on my own.
You sure? He comes with security sensing capabilities and biting.
Well, less than that, you guys do know that part of the plan last game
Yeah.
was the idea that Rottweiler potentially could be one that could set off something like that.
Yeah.
Definitely, Tally, you feel like you potentially could do it without Rottweiler, especially if you find an area to do it from, but Rottweiler would be a good asset to it. A
You know
good
what, you're
tool to
actually
use.
right. He is a good tool to use. Hopefully he'll listen to me.
Don't call her a tool.
Don't call her a tool or a he.
It's okay, Lane. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
You're right. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Bark.
I appreciate you too.
The robot dog. Just
listen. Jane, I appreciate you. Yeah? Good girl.
Bark.
She's more vocal recently.
Good.
But yeah, take Jane as extra insurance in case Method A doesn't work. And yeah,
Well, first
we
off,
can
you guys are
also-
heading back to the dorms, right?
yes.
Yeah.
We will say that you guys are
Alright, we're, like,
walking and
planning.
talking here. You guys,
Yeah.
I would like to know, which way are you returning to the dorms? Are you going by the hospital / general studies area way? Or are you going by the raw dorm / student officers way?
Raw dorm / student officers, I feel. So enough people see us and we have
He was walking over.
Sounds good. You guys find, as you begin making your way over in this direction, there is a bit of a crowd ahead of you, over by where the raw dorms and the surrounding areas are. As you guys are over there, you see that there is quite a number of raw students seemingly cheering in the center, where there is apparently a duel going on.
Should we check it out?
Yeah, why
I'm not
not?
looking.
You do find
agree.
you do find that by the time you guys get actually around to the area, the cheering is starting to stop and instead getting turned into more or less not ridicule but sort of anger. As you guys are looking forward, you see this large amount of raws. We'll say these guys here, because I can grab a good chunk of them just off the cuff right here. Bloop. You see there are quite a number of raws. A lot of them are going boo, blah 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 blah. After a little bit of time, you would find that there is some familiar raws. You find that there is a, where are you at? There she is. Boop. You would find specifically, I don't know which one of you were tailed by them whenever you were going and talking with the raws, but you would see the raw that had been sneaking up, tailing you, the one that had been working with where are you at, you fucker?
9.
Yeah, but I can't find him. I wanted to scroll over him. There he is. Fucking red-haired Shinji ass fuck. Anyway, I don't remember which
What's
one.
his full name?
Which one of you were the ones that were being followed by them?
I know that I talked to Nye.
Well, because like
But-
one of them was like
Yeah,
Drew
it was in
had
that,
stopped you.
same interaction.
Okay,
yeah.
so it was Taliesin.
Yeah. I'm
Allison,
pretty sure it was me.
You see the woman that that had basically been tailing you, the one that was following after you whenever you were dealing with the Nye stuff, in a I just lost a duel pose, and on the other side you see
Of course.
the definitely the people who said they weren't going to be causing any trouble.
Oh, I stand with them. Beat her ass.
As you see that Nadia is just sort of standing in front with a bit of a cocky grin, as you guys arrive just in time to see the life points, and you see that Nadia seems to have at this point, because of the thing that I had rolled earlier, yes, double their starting life points.
Well, of course. Why wouldn't she?
But not only that, you guys had just heard cheering from the Raws before, meaning they probably weren't in that position literal seconds
5
ago.
seconds ago, yeah.
Yep, sounds like Nadia.
As you guys approach, they seem to, for a second, stand over sort of with a bit of a gloating look. You guys see for a moment the Nadia you guys remember from the beginning of the school year. But you also find that as she is looking off and about, there is a sense of something about the small crowd as they begin to finish their cheering, as they begin to sort of work with going-ons, how they are. You see both Heathcliff here as well as Simon start making their way over instead of like going forward to like help their classmate up. They seem to be making their way over toward the 3 girls.
Yep, women, I make my way.
The woman defender has landed.
Kate, you make your way forward as you see the two larger of the Raws starting to make their way forward toward the 3 women. As you step through, you're like, "Hey, what's up?"
Mm-hmm.
What's the plan here as these 2 are walking forward? What do you say whenever you get in the way?
Oh, first, I gotta do something else first.
Go ahead.
I will kiss Nadia first.
Ah!
Yuri distraction, don't worry.
You guys see
Best
Kate.
distraction to stop 2 men. Yuri, quick.
You guys see Kate rush through. As they do, they head straight over to Nadia and they clap face. Very fun.
Yeah, baby. Woo!
Nadia's like, "Oh, Kate, what are you?" Hi. Yeah, hello. Are you done with your
Hello.
stuff?
Yep. And then I'll look to the
Oh
other
my.
2. Are they still approaching?
What happened? I didn't see. You have
He's too funny.
I would like for you, because that was supposed to be a distraction, I would like for you to roll me for your demeanor, please.
Let's go.
How much of a high Yuri moment are you giving these 2 adolescent men?
Not adolescent, man. They're
Adolescent asterisk.
maybe
No.
adolescent minded.
I'll give it
Adolescent minded. They're both 32.
Maybe.
to one guy.
I actually hold on. You made me have to do this. I actually did go through and find out the highest age of any of the students in the academy, and it's really funny because I rolled for it.
Tell me.
I have
No,
not got to
there is.
use this information since I rolled it like half a year ago.
Oh my god.
Most of the students are in their early 20s in the
Mhm.
academy, including all of you guys. But yes, there are a few students who are in their upper 30s in the academy.
Yeah.
There's some people who
I
have been here
rolled-
forever.
No, they just didn't come here until much later.
I like the fact that you've been failing
They've
repeatedly.
been failing.
There's just one old guy who's just been failing repeatedly.
Whenever I rolled for the age groups of everybody, whenever I rolled for this age group, I used a D12 and I got a 10, which would then let me times it by 2. So there are around 20 students in the academy who are of the age of 38 or higher.
Crazy.
So maybe they are, who knows?
The highest was a 15.
15. You find that there is a pause with the two of them making their way forward. They didn't expect the random Yuri moment, as it looked like they were walking forward to potentially do unscrupulous things with their fists. But they do seem to have stopped at this point, most likely giving time for the others to catch up as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving the Taliesin, the Gregor, and the Benny over to friends as well. At this point, having a very obvious mix of Slifers versus Raws on the board.
We're mixing.
Shouldn't you two be taking care of your friend?
Yes. I don't need any help though. They just have to stand up. It was just a duel.
I mean, yes, but isn't that the
Is that why your fists are cocked?
I don't know what you're talking about. Simon steps back a bit.
Are you sure?
What, did you think we were gonna fight you, Slifer?
No, only an idiot would do that, and I'm sure you wouldn't approach with your fists cocked. That'd be really stupid.
I don't know. That
And
didn't
who
look
are
like
you-
a hugging pose either.
And who are you calling an idiot?
I mean, I didn't call anyone an idiot, but you seem to be, well, taking the label.
Nadia, like, puts an arm around you, looking over to them. Yeah, they were only calling you an idiot if you were planning on doing something, right?
Mm-hmm. You weren't planning on doing something, right?
As there is a very notable, seemingly gripping of this man's fist once again. You see him take a step before there is a... What seems to be the issue here? You guys hear a familiar voice walking from the raw dorms over in all of your direction. As you guys see stepping out from the long walkways between dorms, a very large, very dual thong encrusted teacher. As they
He
step
does
out,
have his thong.
he does. As he steps out, there is a look that he gives you, Gregor, whenever he steps out, seeing what's going on there with you.
I don't look at him. He looks away.
You are Pierce.
Price. You think you would know, but I'm not going to hold that against you, student. What seems to be the issue here? Nothing, sir.
I mean, he was approaching our friend aggressively.
Approaching aggressively. No, sir. I wasn't even a part of this. They were dueling. They just like point back toward Evelyn as she's getting led up by the other girls. They were dueling, sir, and I just stepped forward, causing trouble. No, sir. It's not very becoming of a third year, I will say. I just Are you done with your exercises? No. Then I should. Then what should you be doing? Right, sir. Sorry, sir. As you see Heathcliff immediately take off.
Push up time.
You see as he goes, Simon's just looking over, just like, man, what's up with that guy? That guy doing some
Who's
crazy
that guy?
shit. Who was he? I don't know.
I don't even know him.
I don't even know that guy. you find that the Raws at this point begin packing themselves up. You see that that Avalon looks over toward Nadia with a glare as they seem to walk back. Nadia then steps forward. Excuse me. What? A card? Did she win? Yeah, yes. He motions for Evelyn to step forward as she walks over toward Nadia. Nadia looks to her deck. I think I know which one. They then draw a card out of the discard pile of Avalon as she looks to it with like just a look of, come on, man. Before she hears a, yes, sir. As she walks off, Nadia seems to pocket the card with a bit of a smirk. Sorry about that, students.
No, apologies on our end.
They've been a bit high-strung ever since the tournament.
I mean, it seems like most places are.
A lot of them wanted to prove themselves, and seeing a lot of their other raw students going as hard as they did, they wished that they could do more. But he shrugs. That being
What
said,
about yourself?
Myself?
How are you doing?
I suppose this is one of the first times we've spoken ever since the tournament before. He looks over to Gregor. I see you've taken inspiration.
Oh, you know what they say. You copy a few things that look cool, you know?
You see that there is a slight smirk from Price as you say that. Must have been pretty expensive.
Oh yeah. It burned a whole ride from my wallet. It was a bad investment, I think, but I like it.
Try not to have anything like that go down. You don't know whenever you're going to need a good pocket full of cash, but I'm flattered. Maybe we can make a raw out of you yet.
I think I might just stay with my friends here, but you know, I guess if we all go together one day.
He looks over to Taliesin as he says that. I had heard similar before. That being said, my offer does still stand. And if that's something that you're interested in, Taliesin, I don't see why the rest of them couldn't come as well.
I'll keep it in mind.
I know that there's some bad blood right now, since you guys thoroughly defeated the Raws before. But at the same time, you're all students at the academy. And as much as I want to make sure that we win throughout everything, so far, there's only a few students I feel like that could even top a lot of the skill you all have. You are exceptional.
That's a big compliment.
I would probably have your teacher calm down a bit. I haven't got to talk to Miss Records since she tried challenging me back at the tournament, but it isn't good for teachers to try to rank themselves amongst each other.
We will keep that in mind. Thank you.
Supposed to have a unified front, right? He looks over toward the others as they leave and looks back to all of you. By the way, I know that there was an altercation that happened earlier today, right? Seems to look over toward Benny. You got in a fight. You got in a fight with one of the others, with one of the Raw students, right?
Oh yeah, I got in a fight. It's all right.
You know you shouldn't be getting in fights.
I
Oh, he knows me. He knows me.
That is the most casual Benny has ever sounded.
To help you
That's
understand, they
fine.
are
We're friends,
apparently
maybe.
They are old friends, and they just reconnected, and it was a bit heated.
That's a bit
all.
emotional.
It's a messy relationship. I would say probably don't punish them. They've both gone through it enough, and they'll resolve it eventually. Hopefully amicably.
They are one of the top students we have, so I wanted to make sure that they didn't do anything too untoward. But if both of you are saying that things are fine, we'll let off with a warning this time. Sorry, we'll let off with a warning this time.
Could you also include couple counseling for the two of them?
Hey,
It's a valid request.
We don't do that here. If you wish to see
Yeah.
the counselor, go and talk with your teacher. Other than that, he seems to look back toward his dorm, look back to you guys. I know that some of you aren't going to be in it, but good luck to the rest of you in this weekend's tournament. I know it doesn't look like it here, but the Raws are rooting for you. We want to fight the best students in the academy, and we're sick of the obelisks saying that that's them.
Hey, that makes all of us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'll do my best.
I know you will.
From what I just saw, should be enough. Tear down them. Make them never call you slackers again. But it could do for some of you to put a bit more effort into your schoolwork. He seems to turn and make his way away.
I say normal now.
That's a different guy.
I know, but I thought they would all be weird.
I was so close to saying don't throw a tantrum, but I realized that joke wouldn't work unless, like, you explain the context.
Let's
head
go
back
back
to the
to
dorm.
Doms.
Like, it's like if we went to another universe and you were straight, Kate. I found out the universal value.
Please, that would not be a universe where I'm straight.
That's what I thought.
Kate-
That's what I thought. But anything
Kate,
can
there-
happen.
This universe where I'm a Schroeder.
Yeah,
Well,
like,
yeah, but
that's
there
different.
could be.
Is
could be a
it?
universe.
Yes.
It's way different. There are a near infinite possibility of universes, but I'm pretty sure that that's probably not in the cards.
Like, what I'm guessing is we won't find a straight Kate, but probably a closeted straight.
Closeted straight?
Kate.
You're closeted straight
of
Kate.
being gay.
In that universe, being straight is the weird thing. You're only straight for procreation. That's it.
God, that reminded me of a fucking old adult cartoon that had that as like one of the episodes, and I can't fucking remember it because I saw it as a kid.
What a great
in
universe for
passing.
Pride Month.
Yeah.
It was like illegal to
shit.
be straight.
Damn.
I don't remember what that was.
It was illegal to be straight.
It was like a sci-fi adult animated show. It was like
I
a
saw
planet
you
of
kissing
gays.
women. Death penalty.
Exactly. I do not remember
Transitioner,
what it's
drop the
called.
gun.
If chat knows what I'm talking about.
Hold on,
Look,
I
listen.
gotta grab a thing now because I forgot to put it in here.
Listen, the only universe where I'm straight is where I'm a male.
Yeah,
There
well,
it
what I'm
is.
saying is that in every universe you love women. I thought in every universe he was weird. All right, I don't think it's that weird to think.
No,
We're
I
doing it.
agree. I agree. But we also were told
Yay.
your mom's more evil in this universe.
You would think it was Robot Chicken, but I
like
don't
to
think it
think
was.
my
'cause
mom
that uses like
was the
toys.
normal level of evil as most people. Last one, I don't.
She's a lawyer.
Maybe like right there.
Well, a normal level of evil for a lawyer.
I don't think that exists. It's
right there.
abnormal.
I think we're seeing it now.
They're like inside the little.
I don't know
little
if
heads.
you've
Oh, that's
seen what's
perfect.
happening recently, Kate.
Inside
I
the
see
little-
what's happened recently. I'm
Sure.
just talking so you can take. your
Rather what
mind
we're
off it.
not seeing because I'm missing a dad.
Maybe a little hex right above you guys.
What you doing?
I'm putting the pride heart I was allowed to put in
Oh,
in the
yay.
game. Yeah.
So you know we're gay.
Yeah.
We're gay for this month and this month only.
Only this month. Only this month. But no.
Yeah, it's pride.
I think
looks
there's
like
a
I'm gonna
universe
pretend to
where
be straight.
pyro monsters are respected.
I just saw something in the chat. But I'm gonna make a joke through it. I guess Price just doesn't have the reading Steiner.
The what?
Steins Gate reference.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
But yes, you guys start making your way back toward the dorms at this point after talking with weirdly normal teacher Price. Like, still
Seemed
probably kind of an
normal.
asshole, but not to
but
you.
Like but he's
He-
normal mostly.
He's an asshole to everyone, kind of.
It's
Not
kinda
like-
like-
He's not trying to overtly absorb the entire place
I think
into
I
his
got
women call.
I think we're thinking about this wrong. He's nice to us now because our alternate universe selves are evil.
You know that we were the same guy, right? Like in the other one, it was still us. We were there.
There's no. I'm not gonna face my dark self.
I'm gonna fill
Think
my
that's within you,
my
Manny.
dark soul with light.
Your dark self is within you, Benny. You have to look inside.
Well,
look
yeah,
at
I
the
know they
changes to your
scratched
thoughts,
my
so-
door up and all that, but I was kind of hoping to see alternate world me and maybe alternate world you, and we
Don't
were
know
gonna
how any
go-
of that work.
Yeah,
and
unfortunately,
it
from
was
what we
gonna be a mirror
understand, you're not
match
going to be
effort.
able to see anything like that.
Mhm.
and there's gonna be a mirror match, and like then we have to realize, wait, the best way to defeat them is if we fight each other. So like Gregor would fight evil me,
we should
Caitlin would
probably
fight evil
stop this train of
Taliesin, I would fight
You
evil.
had this
So-
planned out. Like,
So
how long have you been thinking about this?
Also, I
Not
would fight
long.
Evil Kate.
And then you
No,
make
you
out,
wouldn't
right?
fight evil Kate. Come on,
But why not?
because
I would.
you would
fight
want to
Evil Kate.
lose.
How dare you? I'm never gonna forgive you for that.
Why would you want to fight evil Kate? Okay.
Because I want to beat Evil Kate.
Well, yeah, but would you be able to look past Kate's eyes and be like, this is a different person?
Would you?
No, that's why I'm not fighting like evil. That's why I'm not fighting evil Gregor. I have to fight evil Taliesin because evil Taliesin.
Evil me hates gambling.
Evil
Alrighty.
hates gambling.
Evil me has a 401k.
God, Evil Gregor is gonna be
Okay.
really hard to beat then.
Okay, I think we should focus. I think we got sidetracked.
Yeah, all right, you're right.
Yeah,
A little sidetracked.
We.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can repeat the word. You are correct.
That was interesting.
Yep.
We were just sort of making our way back to the dorms whenever they motion over toward Witch of the Black Forest. Whenever the witch here found that girl was following us.
Oh, she was
Yeah.
stealing it?
Oh yeah, she was trying to hide it as much as she could.
She's kind of held us before when I was meeting with Nye.
Yeah,
Guess
but
it's
I
the
didn't
same
think
thing.
that was a universal constant.
Yeah, oddly enough, I didn't notice, but it sounded a little bit off from what I heard. She seemed surprised whenever everything happened, like right before the start of the duel, as if she didn't expect us to have found her. She was sneaking around, and if it wasn't for Witch, I might not have.
Huh.
But
I guess we need.
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say. I guess we need to keep our eyes more open then.
You just see Witch with their eyes closed.
Yeah, I know.
I
know.
love to imagine the whole time they both had their eyes closed. Nadia's had to lead them without running into anything.
You
the
know,
whole time.
we're showing you the campus, right? You can open your fucking eyes.
I love that
Sounds
no one
great.
else is seeing. It's Nadia leading two blind girls around the campus.
But no, she opens her eyes. It's like Brock, you know?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, like just open enough to be able to see. But no, as you just see Witch like looking over. That being said, I will say there was a bit of an oddity about them.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure exactly how to put it, but whenever they were dueling, they motion over toward Nadia. Oh, right, they were using this. She pulls out a card, and as she pulls it out, they seem to think it was something else, but how do I put it? I remembered something like this from you guys, so I knew I had to grab it.
That's a
Oh.
blank card.
Whenever
That's blank.
whenever everybody was talking about what happened with Miss Records stuff, whenever people were talking about what happened with that guy over at the over in the spirit world, being able to just decide what his things were, and also occasionally whenever I'm watching you guys just do kind of ass pulls, I remember this kind of stuff going down, and whenever she played this, it seemed to change into a different monster.
Great. So I'm gonna guess she and a few other people have one of these now.
I have no idea. But
Wait a minute.
Hmm?
If she had this, and from what we understand, all the Raw students had the exact cards they needed to duel with for the tournament. You don't think they have just a bunch of these, right?
I don't
I mean,
know
I
where they would
found,
have got
like,
them.
I mean, I found one of these just kind of laying around the obelisk area, but it was a normal card first, and then it turned into that.
There's a possibility that, yeah, they got every card they needed, but then specific cards of these were created, if that makes sense. But also, she wasn't in the tournament, I think. I could be completely wrong.
I don't know.
From what Price said, he said those group were extra excited because they need to prove themselves.
It does feel as if there's a decent bit of energy in that card. I don't know if it's something that they would have gotten from their teacher or not. I didn't feel that kind of energy from him whenever he came out here. I felt a lot of apprehension from all of you.
Oh yeah,
They were very
he's the
scared.
guy who killed your sister.
Oh.
It's
Like
gonna
looks
snap
over
her
in his
neck with his
direction.
hand.
That's oh.
Of the universe.
He's not a
Right,
grade
right.
fella. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
he wasn't a grade fella. I don't know what the future holds for us in this anymore.
Yeah, he just like snaps, you know?
You ever like snap that carrot?
Oh
Could you not? Could you not put any more imagery into her mind about her sister?
I'm sorry. I can't help myself.
Every time you say it, there's just like a little box beside of each of your heads where it's like the way you remember it, and it's like
Yeah.
one of them is just like snaps neck, the other one is like like them grabbing at both ends and snapping, the other one is like a bear hug snap.
One of them is the Bane back breaking.
Just back breaking.
One of them is a Mortal Kombat beginning. Sorry, I've been playing too many video games.
And one of them's like hyper detailed super anime fight.
One of them is just live action.
One of them's a
Netflix live
puppet
action.
show.
But no, I didn't feel the same energy from these off of them, so they must be getting these from something else.
Did you feel them from the other students?
Not any of the ones that I've seen so far. Though we haven't been sticking around too many of the Raws, and none of the ones that were, well, maybe none of the ones that were there have really shown much of a sign of it. But if they weren't dueling, it would have been hard to feel their dueling energy.
Right.
Mm.
Do we know of any people she hangs around with usually?
Nye, who was in the tournament.
I'm trying to remember which one Nai is. Nai is the Shinji looking fuck,
Shinji.
right?
Yeah. He's the guy that,
Yeah, that's what it
as
looks
far
like.
as Taliesin understands, and he's explained, as somehow fucked with the deck that he gave Nato with of the blue eyes, and it like made him lose this time.
Yep, because
So I
back
guess I
in
didn't warn him.
back in the previous universe, Taliesin was able to warn Nai, not Nai, was able to warn Nato about it, and because of that, Nato didn't take part in the tournament, but instead just fixed up the deck. But in this one, apparently he did something that caused Nato to just have the absolute worst starting hand of his life. Enough where he's like, no, I'm swearing off these stupid dragons forever.
Okay, so if he has like a, I'm not gonna say dealer ability, but pseudo dealer, because we were able to get these cards. So if he has authority over those cards, he might have been able to do that during the tournament to Nato. He had the worst hand possible.
And the fact that every student had the exact counters that didn't make sense in their decks. I think that fits a bit too well together.
Mhm.
Doesn't that put that person on the same level as someone like the one you're going after, though? If they can just decide things like that?
It seems there's a limit, and also it seems that they didn't use the specific murder card.
Yeah.
Well, that's the
hero
thing.
one?
As for what we understand, Patch doesn't share the cards with anyone. He's just using the power for himself. If he has something similar, we might be able to figure out something from him about it. But it seems like he's sharing it with people, if he does.
Which means it's probably a weaker version of it. Oh, he's
Well, I don't want to bring this up, but
Mhm.
if you want to find out, it's pretty easy.
Duel him?
You guys see Cecilia. Not him specifically. We don't know what he's doing, so it might be dangerous if he's using magic. But if you guys duel someone around him, I might be able to see it. Oh? Well, again, I can see. She motions to her face. It's just, it feels rough to do so, but that was sort of a big thing for me as to why things were going on. I'm able to see things a little bit better. Not real things now, obviously, ever since Price did what he did. But I was supposed to get implanted with that magic eye that's in here. First off, if we can find that, that'd be very good for me. But second off, even without that, I should be able to see just about anything going on if it's magical.
okay. If
I
we
would have watched the
mul-
duel right there, but I didn't really feel like there was much reason to.
Well, we have multiple things to do. First, we need to cause a shutdown. By the way, we're gonna cause a blackout.
Why? What?
Long story short, Gregor's mom, there's an
My
evil
mom took
version.
my dad.
Yeah, but evil.
My evil
version
mom
of his-
took my
yeah.
dad.
My evil mom took my hopefully not evil dad.
So you know what we were talking
He's so
about?
normal.
You know when y'all brought up the whole evil versions of people? That's because there are two versions of his mother here.
So it wasn't just Price that's been duplicated?
Nope.
Basically, but we don't know if Price is
Well,
also
we don't even know
here?
if there's two of them. No, there's two of my mom in the same general place that is Neodomino.
According to at least Shova, you guys don't know for sure, but according to at least Shova, the other Price never came by anywhere. So unless Price has a way out of the spirit world, they're probably still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, that is under the assumption he might not have a way out.
Yeah. He's most likely still in the spirit world. So, yeah. We are going to wait till it's nightfall, cause a blackout, and then just she'll be able to leave and figure out what she needs to do next. Probably.
Is that something that you should be doing though? I mean, I know that places like the hospital have like backup power, but she shrugs.
It should only be
It's-
for an hour.
I'm just
Yeah,
worried
and-
because we know, I mean, from what we saw back at the fairies place, it's not like you guys can sneak into there without truly anyone noticing. The student officers and the sector security make their way down into those underground tunnels now, right?
Yeah, so we're gonna have to be careful and use a smaller group.
I'm also
Oh,
worried now that we're thinking about that because, I mean, I don't want to bring this up because I know that you guys like him, but doesn't that mean that the one in charge of sector security is the one doing a lot of that?
He probably has his own reason, and we probably should talk to him eventually.
I don't know much about him, Officer Venture, but it feels like that wouldn't have happened to Susan if, you know, those guys weren't under orders to be down there, right? And if anybody was gonna put her in jail, it had to have been the one in charge here, right?
Yeah, I guess. Logically speaking, that checks out. It's a little
Unless-
weird to think about.
Unless there's a rogue group within them.
Maybe.
I'm prepared either way. I
Tell
don't mean
me,
to be rude, but
Hmm?
he was
Do you
always a
think-
cop.
do you think you could help get your sister to help you cause the blackout?
I think I could.
Okay, well, you go try and
One thing
go
you guys
bring
do
her
know
here.
before anything else is technically you guys don't even have to go into the underground section now.
true. Yeah.
Because if you all remember, let me move this place here.
Yeah.
And let me sort of move this one because it's one or the other, just making sure.
It's
No, it is not there. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys know that this area here. Wow.
It's security.
That is where you guys went last time whenever you guys went into the security office.
Huh.
So it doesn't. You do not need to go into the underground at this point. But you know, you could for shits and giggles if you wanted.
We love the holes.
You guys
There
know
wasn't a
that
curfew, right?
there is a somewhat a curfew, but it's not
Soft
like
curfew.
it's not like a hard curfew.
Not a hard curfew. We just have
It's
to be
like
on the
you're
island
adults.
at
If you
night.
want to live and get to class tomorrow, you should.
You guys do know that with all the new people on the academy, especially the fact that a couple of people have already been attacked at the night, there may be some people wandering around. Who knows?
Right.
And apparently, there's
So-
potentially, at the very least, a rogue group of cops going around.
Yep. Well, you guys just need to get to the security office, so that should eliminate the tunnels, at least for now.
And what are the rest of you doing? Motions toward Gregor and Kate.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Either provide an alibi, or try and figure out what the cops are doing.
What kind of alibi can you?
Probably abusing
Yeah.
people.
I guess if a cop saw you, then they would know that you weren't the one doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I mean, on the other hand, it'd make a huge distraction.
You want us to make a huge distraction?
Yeah.
We know how to make a huge distraction, actually.
Could have a big duel or something. I don't know.
Oh no, I agree. In fact, we have bikes.
You do have bikes.
Oh, we do have bikes.
And we know some people who love bikes.
You do know some people who love bikes.
So if we could arrange a midnight duel not tournament, well, midnight speed duel, I think that will get enough people distracted. We will be in trouble afterwards, but we will be distracted.
We would have to figure out who to duel, right?
Mm-hmm.
God.
I mean,
I mean-
the two of you could duel, but
It's better if
It's better if there's more people, right? It shouldn't just be the
Yes.
two of us.
So we most likely need someone from someone from Obelisk against someone from Ra.
I guess the best person for that is probably Kenneth, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do
Makes
we
sense
get
to
him
me.
to agree to join a midnight duel, though?
I mean, who else in Raw do we know that would be okay with dueling him and would come out? His friend.
I can't
Yeah,
say that,
that's
actually. I wasn't
right.
around. You guys do know that apparently Kenneth has not been able to see Rhea lately because Rhea has stayed away from the Obelisk dorms because of everything going on.
Gotcha. Okay. So
Oh.
But
I'll
that
go-
could also be a good thing of, hey, you want to go see Rhea and duel?
Yeah, you wanna do it?
we got a plan. So Gregor, you grab Kenneth. I'll grab Rhea.
All right.
Mhm.
I understand that you're choosing the woman. I guess that's your skill.
It's fine. I'm pretty sure she's interested in Kenneth and probably straight.
And the rest of you should probably either wait over by the security office or somewhere where you can see if a duel starts happening.
Mm-hmm. And we need one last person to make it official. And that person hates authority. Miss Records.
What's Miss
I also
Records gonna
hate
do?
authority.
Make it official, I guess. Well, she'll keep us out of trouble.
I mean, sneak into the office, flare out on the announcement there's a midnight speed duel happening.
Exactly.
her
That'll get
authority.
the public. Yeah.
It sounds like everything's basically all up on the up and up. The rest of us
Mhm.
can maybe just try and find as many sector security members as we can and talk to them.
Sounds good.
Definitely do it in groups.
Yeah, that's like a plan. We've got a plan going on.
We got a
You can work with
plan.
us.
I'll
We have
gather
a
the rest of the
plan and we-
Slifers then. I'll go and ask them, well, the ones that we hang out with. I'll go and ask
Mhm.
them to go and find sector security members and talk their ears off while the power goes out. That way they know we
Got
have
it.
nothing to do with it.
So what's our plan B?
Do we have time for a plan B?
Our plan B is Samurai comes up with something.
We just see a samurai standing up, like at the top of the thing, just hearing.
So when he
things
sneezes.
groan.
Samurai's just in the dorm, just like, I don't like it. I don't like what I just felt. I don't like this. What's happening?
Why am I the rock here?
Samurai's
You're
just on top-
right.
Samurai's on top of a building like Batman, just like, my city needs me.
Okay.
Mhm.
Are we going to say that you guys are going to start prepping for that?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Alrighty. So,
Is it quick question. Is Kenneth the obelisk or is Rhea the obelisk? I keep getting mixed
Rhea's
up.
the raw,
Kenneth's the
Kenneth's the
yeah.
obelisk.
Okay, Rhea works out where my grandma works. That's easy. It's a shift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will have two of you make your way over toward the different areas. We will have Gregor. Which one are you going to go talk to? You going to go talk to Kenneth or Rhea?
Well, I've been assigned Kenneth, so I shall go do my best.
Short Kings unite. You're gonna go
Lord
make.
Kings, we're both under 5'6". That basically makes us soulmates.
Are you bringing anybody with you? Benny and Taliesin are gonna go get ready.
Yeah, they're
to
doing
go
their
into
thing.
the security area.
I don't think anyone else could help me soften this.
Two blind women.
If I bring
Well,
another blind woman,
you
maybe
have
it'll
you
help.
have access to all of the other Slifers that you all have fun with.
I have only one thing I can ever do: beg samurai.
Please, 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 please.
You didn't even say anything yet. You just came into my room and said, please.
Please, 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 please.
I don't even know where I put Samurai.
He fell out of the world.
Oh, there he is. I
yeah,
found him. I
Food
found him.
gem. Yeah.
Yeah, you could grab Samurai. Samurai would probably go with you to the Kenneth area, talk, and then immediately go to speak with such security members. But yeah, you could definitely bring a Sam with you. Kate, you're going to be making your way to the raw dorms to look for Rhea.
Yeah, I'll check the eggs and bakey place first because she was working there.
Of course. Are you bringing anybody with you?
Nadia
Okay.
and Cecilia
You're
and Witch.
You're just
Yeah.
bringing your harem with you.
Jeb's not part of the harem. You just didn't bring
Yeah,
Jeb, so I took her.
I just like being included.
She's having fun. Her.
Well, Benny Taliesin, are there any people you would like to bring with you on your mission? Noting that you want to keep your the people that you're bringing with you at a smaller amount, but you're bringing Rottweiler. Is there anyone else?
Gray. I'm kidding.
I cannot think of a single other person to bring on this.
Definitely.
I mean,
Beyond
maybe we could try that one.
Allison
guy.
is also someone that we need to talk to.
You're gonna don't worry.
Yeah,
You're
you
gonna you have to speak with Allison, and you also have to potentially go and speak with with Miss Records. So
Mm-hmm.
so there's still plenty of things for people to do. I'm just asking if there's anybody going with you on that specific thing.
Oh,
no.
Jim, you want it?
No.
You know, you should grab Wells.
Obviously, he would help. But no, I can't think of anybody. If Benny wants to bring someone, I guess he can.
Whenever you guys are going into this right now, again, you guys are going to be shutting down the power at midnight. So you guys have plenty of time before that. Taliesin, you're going to be going and speaking with Allison. Correct?
Of course.
We'll leave Rottweiler at the dorm for use. Benny, do you want to be the one to talk to Miss Records?
Of course.
Okay. With all that being said, let us go to see if the plan is going to go off without a hitch, or if you guys are going to fail on the very first check. So,
Well, no hitch.
Gregor, we'll start with you.
Let's go, baby.
Gregor, just like before, let me put your other raw friends that didn't get chosen over here. Can't believe you guys.
I mean, I could bring her. I think Cassie, actually. Cassie was raw Obelisk before.
Cassidy was, I believe,
Raw.
She was raw.
Yes.
Yeah, 'cause she got thrown into the other
I wouldn't
world.
put too much leg in. I think if our plan was to kidnap him, Pick could do it.
It's fine. It's fine. We'll throw them at women group.
Yeah, if our plan was to kidnap him, I would take Pitt. That would be my first choice.
We'll have this assortment of boss ass slifer bitches going into eggs and bakey, ready to kidnap a raw.
I like to think Beyonce's just playing in the background while they're walking.
Beyonce.
Why do you have so many people?
So DM some. I'm sending you something privately.
Okay. Wonderful.
Okay. Any changes before I go shading? I think it's a picture or anything.
I think shading is fine. I think we're gonna get on that shading. It took me a second to find out what was on the face, and then I'm like, oh, it's that. That's wonderful. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. That's gonna be funny. That being said, Gregor.
Yeah.
You and Samurai will make your way over toward the dorms. Upon getting there, you guys will take the exact same sort of feel that you had last time when making your way onto this area. There are quite a number of students that seem to be apprehensive around you guys more than usual, as well as now that you guys have been let known to it, as well as now are looking for it. You do find that whenever you get to the dorms itself, that there is a shifting of the curtains up on the second floor, looking down towards you.
Yep.
Samurai looks up just like, are they trying to be sneaky about that, or?
I think at this point that I haven't bothered anymore. They've kind of made like a whole closed guerrilla space here.
If only the teacher wasn't so eccentric, they wouldn't be able to get away with stuff like this.
I know, she's like a war general. Like, I don't think we can stop that.
How many
It
plans
does
for
mean we
actually
need to find a
finding
way to
Kenneth?
get a Kenny, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, they probably don't think that that one elevator's fixed now, right?
Maybe not. We could try it.
If not, we could always take the stairs.
They're still lubed. I don't know. We don't think I told you that, but they're lubed. It'd be harder to go up than down, but I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna be keeping track of everything that I see that I can immediately go to. He thinks for a second. Fuck, there's no one I can tell.
Now you know what it's like.
He's like, I can't tell the chancellor. I can't tell the leader of sector security because we don't know what's going on with him right now.
You
I
can
can't
tell Jones, but he knows already.
I can tell Jones, but Jones isn't doing anything about it. I can tell Records, but who the fuck knows what she'll do about it. Wells is Wells.
That's useless in this case.
Who are we gonna tell on? Price?
I think that might be our only option.
Is Price the only legitimate teacher we can go and talk to
Price
right now?
is the only legitimate creature we can talk to right now.
That's not happening, right?
I hope not. We just have to succeed.
Yeah,
If we succeed, we don't have to.
We're not doing that. That's not gonna be a thing.
No. If we keep it together, we can get past this. We just have to go to Kenny's floor, which would be like, he's like a second year, right? So like the floor before that.
So how you guys would know? The third floor, from what you guys could tell last time, out of 4, because there are 4 floors total in this building. The third floor was the room that you had seen Leah's room. So the second floor would most likely be where Kenneth is.
Yeah.
And again, there are technically 5 floors total. There is the beginning floor. There is the next floor, which you guys assume to be the third year floor. There is the third floor, which is the very middle of everything. There's the 4th floor, which is the first year floor, and then there's the 5th floor, which is where all the teachers are. The Obelisk dorm has a lot of shit.
And isn't it nice to have a whole room and just a cabin with free bitches in it?
Isn't it great to live in a literal resort hotel while you're on this island?
We used to have a room.
Even then, like over at the sector security place, they have like 3 floors total. But you know, it has more like ground space. There's more like around. But yes, you guys make your way in. At this point, do you want to make your way toward the third floor, I guess, which is where you think the second year should be?
Yeah.
First, you try the elevator. As you do, you find that there are raw students, different raw or not raw students. There are obelisk students, different obelisk students this time, holding the fort over at the doors. You don't see any of the 3 that were there before, either being because they were incompetent and didn't let people through, which none of them would have told on each other for, or more likely it's just later in the day and different people are doing it. But you do find that the area is there. Why don't you give me a straight up luck roll?
All right. I love gambling, baby.
You know what I should do for you in luck rolls from now on? I should just have you flip a coin.
We flip a coin now?
You want to flip a coin?
Yeah. Hold this shit down.
All right.
Let's flip a coin.
Heads.
My beautiful.
Oh, which one are you calling? Heads or tails?
I'm gonna call heads.
On heads, the elevator is working.
I love that I've never actually landed a coin right in my entire time playing this campaign.
Tails!
It's not starting now!
You find that whenever you go into the elevator, it does seem that the obelisks have figured out that somebody had tinkered with it.
Shit, they already figured out that Tally got to it.
I could try.
Try tinkering with it?
I mean, he like looks around. I'm no Taliesin, but I do have somewhat of an interest in that kind of thing. Or we could
So let's
try
make it
your,
fast.
or
Come
we
on.
could try your lube stairs.
You will make a solid point. Let's give it a whirl.
He is a tinkerer. That is one of the things he does do.
God damn it, of course he is. It would have been great if they were roommates. Fuck.
Again, he is not good at it because he has other things he does good, but we will roll for it.
Compared to most of us, he can think, and that's his most powerful trait.
Compared
If I
to
had to guess,
most,
he's-
compared to most of you, he can attempt it.
I look at him and I think programmer.
Probably, yeah. He's like usually
He's been
software.
coding this little game. He calls it Pocket Monsters.
It almost looked like he got a 20 there, but he got a 5.
Oof.
Ah, that hurts.
He looks at it and he's like, it appears to run on some kind of electricity.
I think that's what elevators do.
What are you umming over there? What are you umming over there, Taliesin?
I would like him to reroll with my reroll token.
You know what? I do love giving him a bullshit. You know, higher than a 5. That's a 5 again.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna actually like roll for like more than a couple of seconds here.
Please do.
I hope.
It would be funny if it's a 5 a
again.
third time,
Yeah.
though.
The 17.
fuck.
Hey,
Shit.
nice.
He like, hold on, let me. He just looks in. He like tries to figure things out as he does. Oh, I think they just disconnected the buttons here.
He's caught him off.
No, they're no longer. The way that these things work is they have the buttons connected to different switches on the inside. I think that they literally just pulled them out. If we reconnect a different wire from one of the other buttons to the other areas for it, it should be easy enough. As you see him just reaching inside, he seems to be moving some of the buttons around. He seems to take the 4th floor button and change it to the 3rd floor button. Or I guess the 5th floor button and change it to the 3rd floor button.
Yeah.
As he does. And if I'm right, he presses the 5th floor button and you guys start moving.
Oh yes, but quietly.
As it's like, yep, we're going to the 5th floor. Yep, don't hold it, doing that.
Oh, that's our first. That's the 5th floor.
You guys stop at the 3rd floor. I was mostly talking at my ass there, but it worked.
I can't believe it worked.
I guess that's just throwing a band-aid over it, but it's not like we're going to be using it much more.
I think
Let's just keep
Gregor-
moving then. I don't want to. I mean, they might find out that we haven't gone to the 5th floor, right?
From what you said, there are people waiting up there, so yeah, we have a few minutes.
All right, let's hustle.
You guys go out. Gregor, do you remember which side that you should be going to?
Should not be asking anything about Gregor.
If
I do have a coin.
If you guys, no, I just want to know if you come out right here at the obelisk dorm. You may note I moved everybody away, so you have no idea. Do you remember if the boys' dorms should be on the left side or the right side?
I don't. I was gonna just roll and flip a coin.
Of course, yeah, go ahead.
the classic thing I like to do.
Which side is which?
Could either do that or ask the 17 lesbians sitting in my cards if they remember.
Which side is considered which? Which side are you taking? On
Let's say heads for left, tails for right.
Okay.
Heads.
Sometimes you get lucky.
Oh my god, jackpot baby!
I had whenever we had done this before, I had it like this because Leah was over here, so that's why I was like, oh yeah, you guys are in Leah's room over here. You guys make your way over to the right side or over to the left side. As you're looking around, you do find that there are a few obelisk students as they are walking by with a look at you like, what the fuck?
Just don't keep walking and don't look.
As you look in, as you look around, you try to find the dorm that would be for Kenneth. Do you remember anything about Kenneth? Do you remember Kenneth's last name?
I don't know this guy. I don't know if you realized that the guy who knew him was Taliesin.
So there are, we'll say, 4 dorms at the end of the hall here. There are 2 on the left, 2 on the right. If you want to use your coin for it, it's gonna be, you're gonna have to call 2 correct coin flips here.
Oh God. Let's get to it.
All right.
This is the only way it should have happened, to be quite honest with you.
First, we'll do left or right. I have it in my brain where it's at.
Didn't call anything. I guess I'll just.
I'm guessing that heads will be left again, since that's what it was last time.
That makes sense. Yeah.
All right, and now you have 2 dorms on the left. You're taking the leftmost one. You go and knock on the door. As you and Sam look to it, hoping that someone will answer, unfortunately, no one answers that door.
Okay, so there's no one in this one.
Do you want to go to the other one on the same side, or do you want to go to one of the 2 on the opposite side?
Have a coin. Literally, while this entire interaction is happening, I know you twin that he is physically flinking this coin over and over.
Sam's just looking at you, worried. Like,
Don't worry, I got this. Left, so I guess it's the one that we were looking at next one over.
You make your way over toward the other dorm on this side. As you do, you knock on said door. You hear shuffling on the inside, and not the shuffling of a deck. Anyway, no.
Oh God! Oh no, he's jacking up.
You hear shuffling on the inside until a little bit of time passes, and you find. Answering the door, you see a very tired looking Kenneth looking back in your direction. As he does, he seems to note you and Sam and look, you guys shouldn't be here.
Yeah,
He
they've
seems
been
to have
kinda given that
very
vibe.
deep bags under his eyes.
Oh, you look bad. What happened, dude?
I don't know if you believe it. You guys should get in here before someone shows up.
I agree. Let's move.
As you guys enter his dorm, you guys see that there are quite a number of
Do we see the Bastion room, or is this more
no,
normal?
this is way less than that.
From 1 to Bastion.
Unfortunately, there's no Bastion equations all over every wall. There are a ton of energy drinks.
Oh my God.
There are an absolute shit ton of energy drinks in here. You also see, whenever you come into here, that there appears to be several different mechanical parts for dual runners. You also find that along his bed there are no sheets. There are just cards spread everywhere.
You trying to turn yourself into a battery, man? What's all this for?
He looks to you, he looks to Sam. I'm gonna roll for him very quickly. In fact, no, I'm gonna have you roll. I want you to roll me for your demeanor real quick. He doesn't really know you all that well.
Can it be a
Yeah,
flip
we
or
all, the only thing
demeanor?
knows is that I'm a criminal, so that's dope.
Well, he
go.
knows your friend. He knows you. He knows you're a friend. You guys are friends somewhat.
I rolled a 2. Which is the correct reaction if I was looking to Gregor, I agree.
Like I said, you guys wouldn't believe it whenever I say it. So what's going on? What do you need? Sorry, I'm so tired.
Yeah, tired is one word for it. You apparently have been slamming it back.
I was told by Professor Jones that I'm gonna be still taking part in the next tournament. Luckily, he saw that me and one of the other students that lost, he gave us another chance for it. Though, I've been told by certain obelisks that this is my only chance, that they're gonna try to get the teacher to send me the raw if everything goes differently.
Oh,
That
this
being
is about
said-
the porno, right?
Huh?
Whole thing. You got perfect countered.
I didn't. He looks to you. I guess from your perspective, I did. I should have done better.
I mean, I get yeah, but like, okay, can I share like a secret between you and I and Sam, and we're all here together?
What kind of secret do you got, Gregor?
We looked over the decks for the other guys. They were all perfect counters to your decks.
I noticed that part. So you know.
Okay.
You just said that you weren't countered, though. Didn't go into it thinking I was gonna do much. I'm not a master duelist or whatever a millennium duelist is at this point. But I don't know, it's not right. He goes over to the cards on the bed as he looks down at him. Even if I got countered, I shouldn't have lost the way I did. The cards that Taliesin helped me get, as well as everything else going on, there's no way I lost to that. But there's also no way at that point that I can... If I know I played my best duel, then there's nothing I can do. I don't...
You have to admit, you're looking super stressed out. We were gonna invite you to something.
I don't know if I can. I mean, honestly, at this point, going to Raw may be better than anything. At least then I'll be around Rhea. Nobody
It's kind
here
of the
really...
thing that I'm talking about. Plan to do some sort of duel thing at night? Inviting her too. Or that you guys haven't been able to see each other, so we're trying to set something up.
I'm pretty sure you saw, but we don't... At least the dorm here isn't really treating the other houses very well.
Is that gonna stop you? You're gonna let a bunch of guys decide how you're gonna do your thing?
No, I just... Rhea doesn't want me to go to Raw, and I didn't want her to come here, so... Kind of at a stalemate.
You meet in the middle.
We see each other at class, I guess, yeah.
No, what I mean is... Oh, the outside pod with a riding duels take place?
You want me
What we're
to...
doing is happening there.
You want me to do a speed duel?
Yeah.
I mean, I can.
I just kind of looks at the fact that he looks like he's about to die.
He looks out the window. I haven't had a good turbo duel in a few days. Honestly, since before the tournament. So maybe even over a week now.
Maybe that'll lift you up a little. Sort of this whole millennium debacle. Back to what you're good at, right? Best at.
I don't know if I have time.
You-
we don't
you
really
clapping for
exactly
something?
need you to have time.
Yeah.
It's not like we need you to win, right? And why are you telling me to duel?
Okay, so this is... We're kind of setting this whole... I mean, I think I let it out, but it didn't come out right. We heard that you and Rhea hadn't been able to see each other. We thought if we made this whole thing and just kind of like sneak it behind you, it could be like a surprise. But now I realized I've kind of let out the whole cat out of the bag, and now I feel a little awkward.
What?
Several times.
What are you guys trying to surprise me for?
know. You're like Tally's friend, and he like worries about you at least a little. I know he's Tally, but like sometimes he does have also the aspect of kindness. Like that Tally friend is my friend too. Especially if you've been kind of burning yourself on the rudder.
I would like to get back on a bike.
We can get you a bike.
I have a bike. But yeah. Yeah, I can do that. Especially if you don't need... I don't know if I can play my best right now, but I mean, I can at least duel.
I mean, at least if you duel, you get like at least a couple hours of sleep.
We do have to think of one thing though.
What's up?
I didn't think that we had all the information before coming into here, but if you do go and duel a Raw, there's a chance if you do lose, they're going to treat you worse here.
Oh.
Nah, that's fine. Sam looks over at you.
He looks back at Sam. I mean, if anything happens, we've got your back. Either way, I think. I still don't know why we're doing this whole get-up with whatever the obelisks are doing here. This guy seems kind of excessive.
The ones in charge of everything, the third years, they're a bit miffed of everything that's happened so far this semester. This is the least dominant I think Obelisk has been in quite a while. They, how do I put it? They're getting on us because we don't have the best grades like we usually do. They're getting on us because we haven't won as many duels like we usually do. And I guess they're just thinking because it's their last year, they need to be like this. I don't know. They're fucking psychotic.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Why will you turn the whole school into that kind of whole thing?
They're crazy. Whenever he stops and looks around the room, they're fucked up.
You do something like extra fucked up.
This is gonna sound really weird, but I'm gonna need you to, I don't know, take me for it.
Mine's wide open, Kenny.
I don't remember losing.
In what way? Like you saw it, or like
I won
knew
that
that you
duel.
won?
I know I won. Not only did I win, but Obelisk won. But whenever I came to the other day, he shrugs. Not only did I come out of it apparently having lost, but he lifts his sleeve of his jacket up as you see what appears to be a burn mark on his arm.
The hell?
But I had this. Looks like it's from I don't know, some kind of an augment or something to a dual disc, or some other kind of something. I didn't know where I got it, but it hurt like hell. Whenever I started walking around the obelisk dorm, apparently I got it from Valerie.
What?
I don't remember.
What'd she go and burn you for?
I don't know. Whenever I was walking around, she just said, she asked me how it felt in a very coy, bitchy way. It had to have been her, but again, I don't remember her even doing it. With the cards Taliesin gave me, I won. I know I did.
It's because you did. I can't tell you more about that here.
You believe me?
I completely believe you.
I didn't get
What else is
countered.
going on?
I know I didn't get countered.
If you didn't get counted, then what happened to you?
I didn't duel. That wasn't me. I don't remember that
Right.
duel. I've seen the images of it. I've seen the duel happen. It's all over the It's all over the internet now. But I didn't. That wasn't me dueling.
Hold up. I'm gonna quickly, using my dual phone, look this up and examine that a little bit again.
You bring up your duel thong. You go to do a search. Very easy, by the way.
It's one of the first things you say. Yeah.
It's literally one of the first things you see whenever you type in the inner duel tournament, Raw versus Obelisk.
Really need a shorter name.
You find that there were quite a number of clips from the duel, but a lot of the duels seem to end relatively quickly. Again, even Leah's the only one
God,
that
yeah.
won good for Obelisk. Though that one seemed to last a little bit longer.
They didn't OTK immediately.
It felt very much like, even when you're looking at that duel that happened, there is even a surprised look from the Raws, like, oh,
That feels good.
there's only so much magical cheating can do against literal broken bullshit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Leah. I will go on for you.
But again, you get to Kenneth's duel. As you get to it, Kenneth was dueling against one of the more no-named ones of the Raws. You see, whenever Kenneth is dueling, he looked nervous.
It's not him.
You see Kenneth, as he goes forward, fighting against the Raws, you see him sort of not shaking visibly, but sort of twitching a little bit. He seemed rattled, yeah. And as he's looking forward, you do see him looking back toward like the stands quite a lot, at which point you see there are a group of obelisks that he keeps seeming to look back to. You notice what appear to be a group of obelisks surrounding two third-year students, both of them with long, flowing blonde hair, and you see the two of them just sort of sneering downwards, waiting for another blowout like the Leah blowout. But then you see Kenneth looking forward as he's starting his duel. Once again, he starts playing his cards, and you feel strange because watching Kenneth's duel, he gets disqualified.
What?
Whenever he goes to play, you see a look of shock on his face as he draws his first hand. He seems to freeze on the spot, even after being told it was his turn. You see the proctor making their way over to him. He seems to try to hide his hand at first, but then when they get over and they look at him,
greens.
the camera shows his hand as you see he's using a turbo deck.
What?
As he looks to it, as he looks back, no, I brought the right deck. And you just hear a loud just sense of kind of laughter going across most of the things around, even from the obelisk at this point, because at this point most of them haven't lost. They're fine with one loss, whatever. But you see there is a ton of laughter that happens about. You also see that once again, looking over toward the other Raw, who's just sort of watching and kind of sneering a bit. You would notice that the Raw he's fighting is not the Raw he fought whenever the other tournament happened. You would see that the Raw he was fighting was actually a one you just saw very recently.
Oh,
it was
Avalon.
Mm-hmm. As not only does he have to switch his deck on the fly to his other deck, but because of how rattled he is, and because of what started off, he had to give a penalty over to the Raws. You see, the Raw seems to go as if it is their turn. You find that Kenneth had to basically essentially skip his first turn, and the remaining turns do not go well. Because Avalon's able to set up cards on their field, anytime Kenneth goes to play another card, it is completely shut down. Until finally, within 3 turns, his life points are reduced to 0.
Ugh.
As Kenneth looks over to you, like I said, it's not me. That wasn't me. Not even the slightest.
I think they set you up, or whoever this was anyway.
That's not the duel I remember. That isn't even the opponent I remember fighting.
That's because you didn't duel that opponent.
I'm glad you believe me.
No, we saw it. All of us remember it going differently.
I was wondering, because you guys have been gone for a few days. I wondered if you would come back and know or not. Or if you were going to be someone else who just brushed it under the rug.
No. We all remember that duel going differently.
You see almost a absolute literal weight lift off his shoulders.
Holy shit.
You see his shoulders lift up slightly from that as he almost seems to collapse in front of you.
Oh my god.
As Sam goes goes forward, you see that
Fuck, I think we killed him, Sam.
you see like an actual just weight of fuck, I'm not crazy, go away from him.
Kenny, don't go to Car Gardner. Stay with us.
You just see the look on his face and he's just like, I'm not crazy.
You're not. You were so right. You kicked that guy's ass so hard.
I kicked that guy's ass.
You wiped him.
Oh, Valkyrian's so strong.
No one here to go wipe again.
Yeah, you did good. You did good, dude. Pat.
You're doing your best, Sammy.
Yeah, I could duel.
All right.
He looks at the just swarm of cards on his bed as he looks around, looking for his speed deck. He does not have his master / millennium duel deck ready, but he immediately just goes over and grabs his speed deck. Again, I'm surprised you were able to make your way in here, but we probably should get out of here.
We need to move fast. Sam kind of did a trick on him. Now we need to get back there before they notice.
Oh, fuck. He looks to his other cards. As he does, you just see him take the sheet from his bed and just sort of wrap it around the cards
My
that are spread up on his
Santa.
bed.
My beautiful Santa bag.
He's just sitting there like, yeah, I'm not coming back here tonight. As Kenneth starts making his way toward the door, I need you to do me one last coin flip.
Yay! I love flipping.
Let me see what you get here. Let
I
me
have a
see.
feeling I know what it's for.
I'm gonna call heads, because heads is always deads.
You make your way out of the dorm. As you do, you, Kenneth, and the others start making your way past some of the other second years that are here. Just sort of acting as casual as one could be with a sack of a sheet strapped over one's back. You do find that Kenneth threw a lot of other stuff in the sack as well, and it's like, those cards are bent as fuck, man. But
We have unbent
They have
technology.
gone from near mint to like 2 in PSA rating. It's
you can tell he doesn't care all that much, but there was more of a we gotta go now kind of thing going on from him.
Listen, it's fine. We have technology that can unbend cards, obviously.
I don't think that technology exists, man. I don't know. You think that the card grading services would allow that technology to happen?
Well,
so
to just
true,
let them be able
yeah.
to be played on the field.
it's all a plan from big card grading.
Big card
Big
grade,
card
big Gardner over here.
Card Gardner did this.
The Gardner rating company.
I hate you.
From here to way up there.
I hate the fact that you're up there. You're like the moon in Majora's Mask, always coming but never hidden.
I should make him get closer and closer every game.
Doesn't that just mean you
When we
make him
get to
bigger and bigger?
the final episode, he's basically about to hit.
Final episode, I just give him actual Majora's eyes.
So like, wait, is it a token that you stuck up there, or did you mess with the skybox?
It's a token.
Mm.
But you guys make it to the elevator. As you do note the elevator is running. At which point the three of you jump into the bad elevator.
Yep.
And Samurai
Get
just
outta
starts
here.
pressing buttons like close the door, close the door, close the door, close the door, close the door. You hear the sound of the door opening just as yours closes. The three of you take a short trip down to the bottom floor, at which point there is a bit of obelisk looking in your direction, but the three of you are just like,
They can catch all of us.
just like, as you guys get to the bottom floor, right before the doors open, Sam just looks over at you two. So do you think they'll expect it if we start running immediately?
I think they will. We have to run.
As soon as the doors open, the three of you just bolt out as the obelisk is like, what?
As I go past them, I put like my thumb up to my nose into the nee, 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 nee.
As the three of you rush out the door, several obelisks from like, they stand back like watching, and then they're like, hey, what are those guys doing? And they start chasing you down. Immediately, you guys rush out and head over toward the areas for the bikes, because Kenneth is like, I got a bike, it's fine. And that's you guys.
We're so good
Hell
at
yeah.
this. Let's go.
Let's go.
You did
I do
it.
feel a little bit sad that it's not me getting the emotional thing with Kenneth, but this is fine.
I feel like we would have skipped a lot of his emotional stuff, and he would have been like, Taliesin, you gotta believe me.
Listen,
That is
Taliesin,
true.
please.
You know what? Maybe it was for the best that this
Taliesin,
happened.
Tally
no,
would have. Tally
things
would
are
have.
fucking up.
Immediately like Tally. Tally, the world is fucked up and evil.
The world is fucked up and evil.
The world is fucked up, Tally. The moment he finds out he was burned, I don't even know what's gonna happen.
Apparently one of the
Tally
one
is
of the
gonna be
third
the
year
element of unkindness.
apparently one of the third year girls did it. and he doesn't even remember it, which means it probably happened to the previous him before he shifted over into this world.
Yup.
So
What the fuck were they doing to that, Kenny?
the procession
Oh,
of
you
girl
know.
bosses.
Yep.
Like the Imperial.
Playing.
Play the Imperial March, but make it gay.
as a little bit over half a dozen Slifer girls make their way into the into eggs and bacon.
Yes, slay. Yes, slay. Girl boss slay. Yes, slay. Girl boss slay. Girl boss slay. Serve, cunt.
You just hear like as the all of them step in, a lot of the Raws like around watching over, like what the hell? But then you just see Felix. Yeah, slay.
Thank you.
Fucking get it, girls.
Thank you, King.
Rhino's like,
Let's go, lesbians.
let's go, lesbians. Rhino's just like, please stop, senpai. I can't. Felix is the only one in the Raws who are chill.
I like to imagine because of Felix, all of them are like, yeah, let's go, lesbians.
They're like,
we support them.
they just like look over and they're like, I mean, senpai's saying it. And there's just a slow clap forming, and it's just like, Kate's just walking in like, what the fuck? As you guys just walk and go straight to the entrance. You guys step in. As you do, you find that there are only 2 people in the back.
Hello. Did Rhea go back home? To the
hey,
dorms?
yeah. They like look back at you. Are they saying slay out there?
Yes. I don't know why.
Slay queen.
It's like,
Oh,
it's like I don't know why. Raku's just like looking with like fucking like what the hell, and you just see Ruby just like, oh no, they think we're getting a lot more waitresses.
I mean, if anyone wants to get a job, just let my grandma know.
I want the
I can have a job.
Yes.
I would
You're
like.
like the most effective recruitment force for your mom. Like, this is incredible.
I'm not actually a student here. I would like a job, please. And that's all I have to hear.
Anyone else, Cecilia?
I don't think so.
Pitt, I'm sure Gregor would love to see you in a maid outfit.
Hey, I'll join for the maid outfit.
There we go.
Like I was about to say, the students, there's a policy against having them stay out after too long, so probably can't have you now, but show back up in the morning. Oh, wonderful.
Great. Jam, you want a maid outfit?
No, thank you. Maybe some other time.
Understandable.
I'm not
I think it would look
entirely sure how things will go with that. I have to duel on the weekend after all.
That is true. Although I would say you would look good in a bunny outfit. Just let me know.
Could
Okay?
be like that girl from Toho.
The bunny outfits are usually the most expensive ones in the gachas.
I do have a few of them in my dorm. Just let me know. Anyway.
you just see the incredulous look that Cecilia is giving over to people. You just see Casty like looking over like, do I want to? No, I don't have. No, I'll just stay.
Cassidy, would you like a job? The pay's really good.
What do you like? How good?
Double minimum wage, so you don't really need tips, but you still get tips.
You literally won't find a better job once you graduate.
Yep. You also get healthcare.
Shit has dental.
Great.
Nadia?
No. Why would I
That's
have to
fine.
join here? You have plenty of outfits.
That is true.
By
That
the
is
way, you're
very
still
true.
wearing yours.
I'm gonna change eventually. Well, I'll just change.
You know this is why they were cheering outside, right?
Please, they were cheering for all of you.
They
see
thought
the
you
maids
they
all the
thought
time.
you were bringing more in.
I mean, technically, I did.
Yeah, but that's not what we're here for. We can't even do what we're here for. He just looks over. Where's Rhea? She went back to her dorm like probably like an hour or so ago.
To the dome.
As the others turn around, you just see Ruby. No, not you three.
Those
Wonderful.
two are students. You can which can stay.
Look, I'm not gonna say anything if they don't. I need to know their measurements.
Okay. Meet us up later.
Yeah, sure, totes. Okay. Cassie's just over here like, I lost like a year of my life and nobody's around to really financially give me anything. I'm taking whatever chances I can get. If this is a good job, it's a good job.
It's called hustling. Never stop.
The
Also,
four
you
of
owe me
you.
Also, you owe me referrals. Referral fees, Ruby.
She looks over. We'll see.
Yeah, well, okay. I won't take it personally. I just found you free stuff or whatever. Okay, let's just go.
You find me free staff all the time. I like to call it a family benefit.
I'm not paying next time we're eating.
Oh no, such a bad strain on my wallet.
I'll figure out something worse, don't worry. To the right arm.
The four of you go to exit. As you do, you just find that again, the Raws around expecting to see like a cacophony of maids walk out, see you four, and they're like, yeah, all right.
Wait, before Kate goes, Felix, could I borrow you?
You make your way over toward Felix and Rhino as they're sitting there. It's just like, hey, what's going on?
Hey, and we're looking to talk with Rhea, and she's in the Radoms, and I know there's a bit of tension, so I was wondering if a senpai could guide us in.
You want to talk to Rhea? Yeah, I can take you.
Thank you very much.
I've just been mostly hanging out around here all day. They don't really need me for any of the tournaments after how I showed myself on the first one. I'm gonna be mostly saving myself for the Formula Association stuff.
Ooh, nice then. Got any sponsors?
He looks over toward Rhino, trying to get an in with a certain company. I told you I don't really know them anymore, senpai.
You know, that seems like a private conversation. We won't push it.
Rhino looks over to you guys. Is Benny back?
No. Well, yes, but like he's unavailable currently.
Got it.
I mean, he might be at the dome if you want to talk to him.
I want to check something, yeah, if possible.
And after we talk with Rhea, we can take you to the dome real quickly.
He nods.
I think that's a fair exchange, right?
Then I guess I'll be going with you.
Hey.
He stands up, leaving what's left of his meal behind. You note that there are around 5 different sets of meals where Rhino is, and like 1 where Felix is.
Oh, you must have been hungry.
I eat a lot.
Growing boy, I can tell.
Yeah, look how tall he is.
Yep.
Are we gonna go?
Yeah, let's get going.
All right, follow us, ladies. As you guys start making your way out. Again, you do take note that it's a lot easier to get to the Raw dorms than it is the Obelisk dorms at this point. Nobody's actively stopping you from going in. There are, tensions, obviously.
Yeah, I just want to avoid tensions.
Yeah,
Although
yeah,
I
yeah.
will punch Heathcliff in the face if he does approach me.
You find that Heathcliff is outside doing their exercises like he was told. You find that there is a Price standing outside watching everyone do their exercises this time. You see that there is a Mr. Who's It What's It seemingly trying to do his absolute best after he got so far behind earlier in the day. But with Felix and Rhino with you guys don't really have a lot of people stopping you. As the 6 of you enter, you guys make your way up toward the second year dorms. At which point neither of them can really walk into here without any sort of problems, as one of them's a first year, one's a third year. So it's not like having them around is too crazily helpful in that respect, but getting you through the lobby is good.
Yeah.
You do find as you get up to the area up there that there is a decent bit of a crowd over by the male side of the dorms. However, you guys making your way over toward the female side, noting that Felix and Rhino would take you right over in that direction. You guys knock on Ria's door.
Ria,
Oh, hey, what's up?
can we come inside? Need a private conversation.
She looks
And
over
the
at
guys
Felix
can
and
stay
Rhino.
outside.
She looks over at Felix and Rhino. You guys dragged them away from the store? They've been there all day.
I mean, but you guys have been there all day.
Not all day. Basically all day.
Okay, I want to find out what that's about later. Oh, the exercise. You guys don't want to do the exercise, right?
You just see Felix give you a thumbs up. As he's just like, yep, I've been playing hooky all day.
I'm not a snitch, so that's fine. The 4 of us will go inside. You guys just keep an eye out outside. I'll figure out what's going on with that big crowd.
He looks over. Yeah, I could go check it out.
Thank you very much.
Rhino just stands there. It's just like, I won't that.
That's cool with me.
The 4 of you enter Ria's room as you do. She seems to look over at you guys. Her uniform is seemingly freshly folded over another area. You see that she currently seems to have 2 different ones for her job right now. But as she looks over at you guys, what's going on?
Cool. So
Does she need me back?
No. This is a whole different thing.
I mean, I can pretend not to be a student. I can just, throw a wig on or something.
I know the job's that good, but like, are you hurting for money or something?
Hey, I need something to show myself off whenever the Fortune Association shows up, all right?
That is true. That is fair. Speaking of showing off, we are extending an invite to a midnight speed duel event.
I mean...
What's up?
I was sort of told by the teachers not to stand out more than the others. A lot of Raws that just had their way in the last tournament seemed to really, I guess, like the attention they got.
You don't?
I was told not to really stand out. I don't really care about this Millennium Duel thing. So I didn't really want to duel it this time. Not only that, other things were going down that don't make a lot of sense.
I'll break it down. Hold up. Roll it back. Things not making sense?
I mean, you're probably the best person to talk to about it with what everything went down earlier. I tried talking to your grandma about it a bit because she says fucking crazy things all the time. But, I feel like I don't really want to go to the winners tournament.
How come?
I don't remember winning.
You don't remember winning?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't even show up to that tournament. I wasn't that interested, but for some reason, the other day, it's gonna sound weird.
Okay.
The other day, I woke up and a lot of people were just talking about how good I did whenever I was dueling against the obelisks. I don't remember dueling against the obelisks at all, but there's videos of it.
Oh, and you remember not dueling, right?
I don't remember dueling at all, but to be fair, there's a lot of been on my mind. Apparently, there's a lot of stuff going on with Kenny, and it's a little weird.
Speaking of Kenny, he's also gonna be there at the speed dueling thing, so that's another reason for you to come.
Well, that's a miracle. He doesn't want to leave the dorm.
Oh, don't worry, we have the two best people to get him out the dorm. Gregor and Samurai.
If you've talked to him, you don't happen to know what's up with his arm, right?
Something's up with his arm?
He wasn't. You know how we have classes with you guys over at the circuit.
Yep.
Well, he wasn't riding his bike very well the other day. Seemed like he used autopilot a lot, and he doesn't really do that. Not to mention, whenever he wasn't, he seemed to, I don't know, it seemed weaker. It seemed like he seemed
Injured.
to flinch at one point, and that sent him off course a bit, you know? Kenny doesn't make those kind of mistakes. He's been turbo dueling for years.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Speaking of things that don't make sense, I believe you that you weren't dueling during the tournament.
I mean, there's video showing it.
No. I trust.
You
Price
don't
wasn't here.
understand.
No, yeah.
There
Price wasn't here last time, correct?
There was magical bullshit happening.
Yeah. Thank you, Jam. Well
You
put.
know when Kenneth turned evil and tried to kill everyone until he died?
I mean,
You know when Kenneth turned evil and tried to kill everyone?
uh,
And by that, I mean, you know when he was on his weird turbo dueling craze?
yeah, I remember.
Magic.
I don't.
Price.
I do remember Price being gone. I don't know why he
Yep.
came back.
Yeah, this is a different Price.
This is a lot you're telling me right now.
Yep. However, you remember it, so we might as well tell you.
I mean, it's not like I haven't heard something like this before.
Well, you have.
Things have been weird past few years. I felt odd whenever things went down. This isn't the first time that things have changed around me, I guess. I don't know how many times, but almost more than I can count on two hands, I felt that sometimes that I'm just in the wrong place, you know? And
We know.
and sometimes things are a little different. Like sometimes I look over at like soda brands or something and they're slightly different, or I look over at like pro duelists and they're got slightly different win rates. Or I own a cat.
You own a cat?
Yeah, but she's a dog now.
That
happened about 9 months ago.
I
And I
I'm
swore it was
sure-
still there and staying.
I'm
you
sure
are
she was a
correct.
cat.
No, you're correct.
Whenever I told
heard
my
the-
parents, they said something about how it was probably to do with signs or something.
Signs?
Yeah, sign something. Sign whatever.
Signers.
Yeah, they said that they were like not to worry about the small things, that things will work out.
I need your parents are aware of signers.
This gum was crazy, dude.
I'm sorry, your
can't
parents
believe
have told you
people
just to be
now.
okay about the world changing.
Also, guys, no, just to interrupt this, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She remembers nearly every time the world has changed.
Yep.
I mean, you gotta keep an open mind about this when I tell you, all right?
Girl, I'm a cat girl.
First off, what? Second, no, hold on. Just tell me this.
It grabs hand, puts on where my ear is.
What the fuck? Pet.
New fetish acquired.
Scritch.
Let's just stop that. Now y'all think.
I fucking love cats,
Her,
though.
her
No,
ears
come
are
back.
pulling back.
Come back. I fucking love cats. My cat's gone. Come back.
No.
No. You can't do that. Come on.
No, talk about your thing and I might let you pat my tail.
You have a tail?
Stop talking.
Christ.
This is going so much better and weirder than the last one.
Like I said, just keep an open mind. My parents are sort of in a cult. They have been for like generations.
How many cults? Why is it always a cult? No idea. Why is it always a cult?
I have no idea, but there's like looks over to Cecilia, looks at her, looks over at Rhea, sort of eyes over at Jim, like maybe like you know that whole like we learned about it like in class. You know that whole big island disappearance thing from like 100 years or so back?
Yep.
Like even before then, we were a part of like this big ass cult that sort of a couple like around like 30 to 50 or so years ago split up, and to say that we're well off is a bit of an understatement. We have probably some of the highest generational wealth in the entire country.
Probably second to my grandma, but sure.
I don't know much about her, but from what you guys said earlier, she was on that island, right?
Yep.
Well, I'm pretty sure I know why she brought me in. Pretty sure I know why I'm the only one she went and got instead of having you bring them to her.
Yeah, I kind of can tell where this is going, but just say it.
I think she hates me.
No, she hates your ancestor.
Okay, that makes hopefully a little bit better
She likes you
sense.
at least.
Oh, thank you. I was kind of worried, but like I'm pretty sure that my great grandfather, maybe more greats, maybe less, I don't know, was the one in charge of the island and everything that went on there. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I
I don't know much about it. They don't really just bring you in when you're as young and fucking hot as I am.
Understandable.
But they plan on it, from what I know of them. They plan on asking me soon. But usually anytime I notice anything like that, they just tell me it's probably some signer thing or something and I should ignore it. They also tell me that I'm just not doing my resting well.
Doing your resting well?
It's better to probably show than tell.
Okay.
She looks at you. I wouldn't tell you. I wouldn't show you if it was anybody but you. You know that, right?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
You're my boss's like. Now
Yeah.
I'm understanding granddaughter, or like further than that.
Don't worry about it, just think of granddaughter.
Okay. She looks over toward the further part of her room. She just sort of brings you guys in as she walks over toward her closet. The four of you step in as she seems to open the door to her closet and show something all of you have seen before. Well, not Cecilia.
She's felt it.
There is an audible gasp from Jim
Oh god.
as you guys see the same kind of upright kind of station area that Jim has in their room.
Oh.
Honey, go sleep on your ritual slab. Honey, it's time for your ritual slab.
So,
Oh my fucking god.
so
They said something about how I need to come here to help stabilize the energies of the beasts within, or some crazy shit like that.
yeah, that's the second side quest we need you for.
I'm rubbing off on you, Caitlin.
I've never heard anything about any kind of beast or anything within. What?
We also need you for that as well, Jam.
What? She motions.
It's either that or the school explodes, apparently.
What? See, I wasn't gonna say it. But yeah.
Yeah. So, good news, we believe you. Second of all, you and Jam should probably talk a lot more.
I would like to talk a lot more, yes.
Yeah,
Oh
like
wow,
a
you
lot
don't
more.
usually talk to anybody.
She has one of those too.
Oh, Worm?
The bed.
Worm. Cool, we can chat.
Yeah.
Do you find whenever you get out of it, like, it's oddly satisfying, but it does leave your back hurting? At least you have an actual bed. At least I have an You use this every night? Oh, sweet baby, no.
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
Like, baby, no, you're not supposed to.
Sweet
No.
baby honey pie.
Sweet baby honey pie, no. She looks over to the rest of you. We'll talk more on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want me to do something tonight then?
We need you. Okay, I'm just gonna lay the cards down. We're gonna cause a blackout, and we need a distraction.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Great. Don't ask too many questions about that. Just know it's gonna be a turbo duel. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have a great time.
You see them having gone over to like their on over to their like desk, and they have pulled out a literal grappling hook. At which point you say it's gonna be a turbo duel, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, that'll work." And then they put it back and walk back.
What did you have the grappling hook for?
Oh, I thought you wanted me to like do something crazy, but like, yeah, I can duel.
We might need you for something else specific later.
It's good to know that you're down for whatever, but
No, we'll literally need her for the other breaking thing we're doing.
yeah, huh? Hey, this thing works. It doesn't look like it, but like it works almost just like the stories say it do.
That's good. That's great. Man, why didn't we
I don't
talk
get
to
a
you
grappling
sooner?
hook.
Like, a lot of things could be learnt. A lot. A whole lot. We should get going.
Hey. Tail.
Fine.
There is a good couple minutes before you guys leave the room, a disgruntled look on Kate's face.
Why are you so fucking good at women? Gregor has to stumble forgetting a guy to not kill himself that night. You just show up and you just happen to find out everything in the world.
Look, I'm not into girls, but like I like cats.
I don't know if that's
It's
better
the
or
cat
worse.
I'm not
Like,
into
I know
girls,
I
but I
don't-
love pets.
Like,
She
Like,
sends the cat in you.
I know I don't have a chance, but this is almost like I have a chance, and I'm not okay with this.
Oh, I'm open to whatever, but you know.
No, stay on Kenneth.
You think me and Kenny?
Gil, you call him Kenny. You call him Kenny. You
Yeah,
have a
he
pet name
hates
for the
it.
man. Exactly. Open about your feelings. People don't do that enough.
You make your way out. As you do, both Rhino and Felix are there. Felix explains to you guys that what appears to be the crowd over by the second years over there are mostly people who are talking with Nye. A lot of cards being sort of like opened from card packs that they bought over at the thing. The same sort of deal that they were doing before, only not outside the card pack area.
Gotcha.
As you see that there are the crowd there are basically opening up the card packs they must have bought from the Academy store. He just sort of gives a shrug. It looks like they're looking for some kind of a rare pull or something.
Huh.
I think something like he still needs what do you say, some kind of a ultimate dragon?
An ultimate dragon.
They have me opening packs for them before. He's trying to find Blue Eyes cards. I thought he was done with that though.
Huh.
So the Blue Eyes ultimate dragon. You just see Jim look over.
Of course you would know what that is.
Well, yeah, I have one. I mean, not
Yeah,
one
I
of
know.
those. I mean, I do have one of those, but
It's super illegal currently.
as she says, I do have one of those. I'm gonna roll for a luck roll here.
Oh, girl, shut the fuck up.
You should flip.
Hey, girl,
for a walk.
I think you slipped up. I think you messed up.
Fun. Anyway, but like, I mean,
Oh god, they're gonna kill her in the night.
It's kind of like a big dragon. It has the attack points you would normally see on like a maximum monster, only it's so much easier to bring out. Well, if you have the cards.
We should get going.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm. Can I look around in case someone heard that?
Go ahead and give me.
You don't have to be suspicious of the entire neighborhood.
Give me the best instinct roll of your life.
The best instinct roll of my life.
Mhm.
There you go.
Nope.
Don't roll it. Don't roll it. Don't roll
Oh,
it.
okay. Hey, it's the card.
No,
They're
it's the
coming back,
card.
baby.
Nope, it's the card. I get you. I get you. I feel like this would be a lot more funny if the card wasn't involved.
Okay, I understand.
That being said, you do have 3 fleetings, so
Okay. First roll.
18,
18.
pretty
Second
good.
roll.
Oh.
17.
17. Third roll. 16. And is this the last roll?
Should be.
Okay.
For me 2 more times.
18 was the highest. Oh, 2 more times. Okay.
I had to go back and look. I'm like,
Dude.
nope, never mind. I was wrong. It was almost 19.
That was almost 19. That was weirdly frozen. And let's roll.
All right.
18 plus 2 on that 20.
You look around as that was being said. You do find that there are quite a number of students around. You don't know if any of them specifically had heard anything, but you do know that Jim had talked loud enough that it could have been heard.
Mm.
You don't know if anyone specifically is watching you, but you
Yeah.
definitely know that if people were paying attention, they would have heard.
Because I remember that we're not supposed to talk about that card.
But thankfully, Johnny Five Finger Discount didn't hear.
Well,
Mhm. And
technically, they're not supposed to talk about the regular blue eyes that she has, which she also kind of mentioned in that.
Yeah, because she said it's easy
And she
to
did
bring
also
out if
say
you
it,
have
but
the
at least she didn't
cards.
say it by name.
Yeah.
She didn't say that card by name. She very insinuated that she had that card. But she definitely said the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon by name and said, I don't have it. Well, I technically do have it.
Yeah. I'll wait to step out, and then I'm gonna ask Felix and Rilo just not to mention that to over Roz. nicely.
As they come out, you just see that Felix goes, "Oh yeah, sure, no problem." Rhino looks over at you. You really have those cards? What do you mean?
My cards.
What cards?
I've never had cards.
I don't even
Yu-Gi-Oh?
duel. I don't even duel really.
I can't read. I'm illiterate.
I can't read at all.
I'm blind.
Rhino looks over towards you, Kate. I would like you to please, since you're asking Rhino and Felix not to do things, and
Yeah.
Rhino is not Felix, roll me negotiation.
Yeah. Rhino was willing to get pushed out of 5 stairs. I don't know his alignment.
Rhino's alignment is Rhino. Rhino's alignment
Yeah.
is whatever helps Rhino.
Exactly. That's why I'm like sus.
It's a 10.
Next roll.
It's a 2.
Oh, that was almost a 17.
The 10
10
plus your 1 was that? So that would be 2. That's a 13.
Yeah.
Whenever
Any
you look,
fleeting on nah.
no fleetings on that one. I mean, there is one
Gotcha.
now, but that's technically after.
We can leave it. Yeah.
Hmm. No more fleetings. I'll be nice. Roll me one more.
Okay. Let's go.
That's a 17.
And that's 20 again.
So a 13 was not gonna be it. By the way,
I could feel that.
don't say.
You look at Rhino. There is a look that he is giving over at Jim, but he does seem to sigh and go, "No, you guys. I wouldn't say anything. Don't worry.
I appreciate it.
I was a slifer
Respect-
too, right?
Mhm.
You guys need your
Right.
secrets just like we have ours.
Exactly. Besides,
It's
you're
not like
looking
it's
to
going
get
to
to
change anything. I'm still going to win the winners tournament."
Okay, let's get going.
You watch as Felix and Rhino watch you guys go to leave. Felix gives you a wave. Rhino's just sort of arms crossed watching you guys.
Hey, Rhino, why aren't you coming with us? You want to see Benny?
I'll talk to Benny later.
Very well. I'll let him know he
Hey, what do you want
wants
to see
talk
Benny
to
for?
him.
What's going on? What's going on with that? What's going on with that? What's going on?
I want to see if he's seen the bow I dropped on the floor.
Benny, have you seen my boat? There it is. You guys
I'm keeping it warm for you.
You guys make your way away from those two, as you guys will be bringing Rhea to go and collect their bike. You guys are pretty secure in that.
Yeah.
That being said, we still have 2 interactions to go through, and we are at 7. So I
think we could wait.
I do think, because I did say I wanted things to be a little bit shorter today, because of things, I think we can definitely wait on these last 2 interactions for next time, and I
Yeah.
think we can end things right here for the night.
Yeah.
Those 2
Another
interactions are gonna
fucking
be
week.
those 2 interactions are gonna be a way to start a session. Let's be real.
With you guys having unlocked certain hidden dialogues from Kenny over there and from Rhea. Rhea finally for clearly and for truly
Unlocked
talking.
with Rhea is a different word. The door was open.
Rhea was sitting there just like, "Oh yeah, things are fucking weird and I can't really talk about it. You guys, you have a weird cat ear. You know things. I can talk to you." If you didn't have something physically to show Rhea like that, she might not have spilled as much.
Yeah. I was like,
You're like, I'm a cat girl.
I was like, Rhea is aware of stuff, and she heard the conversation with my grandmother, so it's like, it's a fair bet she wants the physical proof, you know?
It's basically Rhea's at this position of, my family are really involved in certain crazy shit. I know it's crazy because I'm not Jim and I actually question things. And
Daddy Shova, I don't want to sleep in the ritual bed.
that's not their
Don't say those
dad.
words ever again.
That's not their dad. That's a different cult.
I wouldn't be surprised if Jem and like Rhea are like related in a very long cult-related family tree.
Maybe.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
if
a
you
different
follow
cult,
the
but
ritual
who's to
lines
say
a little bit
Shova's not a cult two-timer?
Cult's the show was 2 time in his cult? What
He
the
would
fuck?
never. He would
But
never.
they're all special to him.
Imagine if every cult is just ran by another Shova.
Like,
Another one of him.
no, in one cult he calls people special, in the other he is special.
I'm the special one in this cult.
Isn't that like the plot of fucking Vexel or something, or Zeal? There's just multiple people that are the same guy.
Yeah, I think you're getting close
Kinda,
to the
but,
plot
like-
of not sexual. I think you're thinking of Argby.
Yeah, you're talking about
I'm thinking of
Argby,
Argby, yeah.
But it's not like kinda really. Like those are technically different people with different personalities, but they are
Yeah.
originating from the
thing.
same person. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate the ending for that anime.
It's such a weird ending.
It's such a weird ending.
They
It's
could have
like,
they could have called it something different too,
Yeah.
first off, because that's just confusing. We
Yeah,
already had a
100%.
Supreme King. We don't need another Supreme King.
Yeah, not a supreme.
Here's
king
our
with a
Supreme
dash.
King
Oh.
again.
I thought that was just gonna be the same like plot point. Okay.
Nope.
No, it's
Completely different, has nothing to do with each other,
yeah,
but same name.
completely different. Yeah,
So
with a
stupid.
dash. It's so stupid. And
But anyway.
again, I really hate the ending because it's like, oh, all these individuals that we met, yeah, we just gotta make them one guy now. Forget about individuality.
We're gonna make him one guy. Well, you know what? And why not? We'll make that guy fucking crazy evil now.
Yeah, and we'll let a child beat him up.
What about Supreme
Show you
Queen?
the progress.
True. We need a Supreme
True.
Queen.
So true.
Honestly,
Yes,
that could
say.
honestly that could also describe Jade.
Yeah, true.
Jaden could also be a Supreme Queen. Let's be honest.
Yeah, slay.
Let her slay. Someone's ringing. Who is it?
They're invited to Jaden and Judai's wedding.
Hey.
They're invited to
Yay.
Venice for the wedding. I'm so glad that FOMO had to run away before we got to talk about the Venice wedding. But yes, we are going to end things there. Hopefully you guys all had a wonderful time. We will come back to this next time. Until next time, guys. Like always, later days.
Goodbye.
Bye.